Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Pick MMA. We're back with another live stream right now. We're gonna be talking about just I guess just anything in general. I'm probably not gonna do a live breakdown on the card. I was planning on doing a live breakdown for the card, but we're probably not gonna do that. We got Bob in the house. What's going on? Bobby said Pick him killing it with Rigo and lots of mentions on the clown show. Yeah, I mean he's not gonna bring me on. I think I mean bro, I was like busy like last night. I wasn't able to fucking join the live stream. I watched it this morning. I was like able to watch it this morning. So I mean, so yeah, I know AG wanted him to bring me on, right? AG's like wanted to bring Pickham on, but he said he's cool with me. He doesn't like I'm not out here selling fucking pick people, charging people money, I guess. So he's okay with me. Like I'm not out here scamming people, right? So me and AG we're good. I mean. He should probably not bring AJ on anymore. I mean, I heard didn't AJ just change his pick today? Also, it's Cesar Almeida. Yeah, I just seen that right now. So yeah, I seen that, bro. But yeah, that was a nice podcast. I don't know if you watched it. Me and Rigo talking about the upcoming fights later down. But we'll do a breakdown, man. Let's do a breakdown for this card. Let me put the link in the Discord. So people know that I'm live. Let's go. What's going on with you, Bob? What are you saying? What are you saying right now, bro? How's your weekend? Let me know if you got something going on the weekend. If you've just been chilling at home, let me let people know. I wasn't really planning on going live. I was like probably gonna take a day off, but fuck that. You got to be grinding every day, right? You got to be on that grind 24/7. And I think Age is taking a day off today, right? So I was like, I might as well go live and hang out with the people, man. We got Bob. Bob said, hit the likes for the Pride of Punjabi. Yeah. Hit the likes for Jubilee, guys. If you guys want to see Jubilee back anytime soon in action, he'll be back. I'll bring him back on NBC. I'll convince him to fight probably like Terrence McKinney. I mean, he should probably fight Terrence McKinney, right? I think that's a good matchup for Jubilee. He'd probably get knocked out in the first shot by Terrence McKinney. But I mean, if he survives the first one, he could probably. I think he's got a chance. I mean, Terrence McKinney doesn't have the best shin, doesn't have the best cardio. I mean, that fight probably makes sense for Jubilee right now. I mean, so make sure you guys hit the like button for your boy. We'll bring. I'll call up Dana White and tell them to make Jubilee versus Terrence McKinney next. Yo, what's going on, Lucas? Lucas said, "Yo, what's up? Let's go, man. Let's go, Lucas." Bob said, "A day off is for closers." Yeah. I mean, you gotta take a day off sometime, where you can't be live all the time. I mean, you could be live all the time. I know people go live like every fucking day, but you gotta take some day off. You gotta take some days off. You gotta like do some stuff on your own, you know. Yeah, we got Marlon in the house. Going on, Marlon. He said, "Damn, we should all be crying a river for Ronda, so she can take, she can take a pretty shower." Had me, bro. It's like I saw that shit. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like Ronda was just like, she's probably having a midlife crisis. I think she's going through a midlife crisis right now. Bro, I don't know. Like, I feel like she's probably trolling. I mean, just trying to get attention. I mean, I can't believe she's serious. Like, there's no way in hell she's actually serious. She believes that everyone hates her. Like, no one gives a fuck about Ronda, man. I don't think people like even most of the new fans don't even know who the fuck she is. Like, I don't think people really give a fuck about Ronda, to be honest. We got Marlon said pick him. Why you so savage? With the Crody, bro, I had to be, bro. I had to put Ronda in her place. Taz said, "What's going on, Taj?" T said, "Rigo, AJ, pick him. Holy shit, retard nation." Okay, Mr. Pibbs. Is that you, Mr. Pibbs? I feel like I got a sneaky feeling it might be Mr. Pibbs. Bob said, "If Jubilee puts a muzzle on his opponent, he might have a shot." Yeah, I seen that shit, bro. I mean, Jubilee was broken, right? So all, yeah, he needs to bring a muzzle to the fight. I mean, his corner man better bring that muzzle. Because if you start barking at Jubilee, it's fucking game over for the guy. Costa said, "Do you like Caesar or Kopilov?" It's 50-50. I actually like Caesar, man. I haven't bet him yet. I mean, I got him in like a long shot parlay for like a free bet that DraftKings gave me. You know, when you lose, like I lost like a parlay on like a same game parlay on NBA, and they gave me like $20 to play with. Like, I just did a long shot parlay with Gillespie, Cesar Almeida. I don't know if I'm gonna bet money on it, like bet my own money on Almeida. I haven't like I should probably bet it already. I mean, it was like plus 120 at one point. I'm hoping the line bounces back because I think people are gonna like bet Kopilov. I think a lot of people are gonna bet Kopilov this week because Kopilov is like more well known by the casual fans. I really feel like Caesar can get this done. I really feel like he's gonna win this fight. I'm getting confident every day. I mean, closer we get to the fight, I'm getting like more and more confident Cesar Almeida because I don't think Koplov's really gonna be shooting takedowns. Even if he shoots takedown, I don't think he's really gonna get the takedowns out there. And, on the feet, I mean, he's got okay striking, he's got some power. So can he knock out Cesar Almeida? I don't really see that happening. I think Cesar is gonna be he's gonna see the shots coming mostly. He's gonna put pressure on Kopilov. I think when you put pressure on Kopilov, this guy doesn't really deal with pressure. I mean, that's what Claudio Ribeiro was doing, right? When you put pressure on him at the end of the first round, he was having a lot of success. So I'm hoping that Almeida puts pressure on him. I know AJ from MMA Expert changed his pick to Cesar Almeida, right? So I'm worried now. I mean, those pick flips don't really work out sometimes. So hopefully, AJ doesn't curse the pick now. So finally go live. Travis takes Ronda to contact. Corey said it. We got Corey now. Let's go. Corey said to pick him. Did you go to Browntown last night, bro? I was out. I was out hanging with some people. Not hanging out with anyone like my own people. I was hanging out with some like some and shit. I was like, bro. So I was like planning on going live. I was gonna go out. I was like planning on doing live stream for that fucking Misfits boxing shit. I was planning on it. Right? I was like, a lot of people might tune in. People that watch boxing might tune into live stream. I watched the first fight, bro. I'm like, fuck this. I'm not doing a live stream for this shit. That fight was terrible, man. I don't know if you guys watched that Misfits boxing fight. I watched the first one and I turned it off. I was like, fuck this. There's no way I can like fucking put myself through that torture watching this fight because those fights are terrible. I mean, those fights are absolutely horrendous. Probably, I mean, that was one. I think that was one of the worst fights I've ever seen in my life. Like, that has to be one of the worst fights I've seen. I've seen some pretty terrible fights. We got Bob and Corin in the house. Let's go, man. Taz said I got a sneaky feeling about your country and people smelling like shit. Okay, Taz, man. No one's fucking inviting you to India, bro. You don't have to go to India. No one gives a fuck if you don't go there. Bob said, I mean, you probably don't take a shower, Mr. Pitt. I mean, go take a fucking shower, bro. You're worried about fucking my people smelling bad. I mean, go take a shower, man. Take a break from collecting beer cans out there, man. You need a break once in a while. I mean, please take a break on the weekend, right? I know you need the money to get some more beer, but come on, like, you gotta take a break once in a while, right? Like, come on. Maybe someone can give you like $10, so you don't have to go collect beer cans every day. Sucks, man. Sucks to be you, Mr. Pibbs. Bob said, oof, that's a loser. The covert virus. Core said, for the dots on things. We got UFC Calzo in the house. UFC Calzo, what happened to your bro? Did you change your picture just now? I think you changed your picture, right? Who's that? Who's that in the picture right there with the big fucking beer belly? I mean, holy shit. Cobra losers plus 600. Who's plus 600? Cobra, what are we talking about right now? Cobra said, Pick'em, are you black? Yeah, I mean, can't you tell I'm like 99% black, man? I mean, it's not hard to tell, right? I mean, you should be able to tell by now. He said that's not Pibbs. It's got to be Pibbs. I mean, he talks about the same thing that Mr. Pibbs talks about. And you might be Mr. Pibbs. I don't know. I can't fucking tell anymore. It's like too many Mr. Pibbs in the chat. He's got too many fucking. He's got unlimited fucking ammunition. So Taz is expert. As smelling like shit. Yeah, that's why he's talking about it. Bob said I'm waiting for Pick'em to have a fizzer of a card so I can report him to the county show. He probably should have. I mean, he could have put me on for that Harrison pick because the Harrison pick was pretty fucking cool. Like, for being honest, he got knocked out in like a minute. Like, I was worried he might get knocked out. Harrison might get so like I didn't have terrible card. I mean, we should have been 10-2 on picks, but I think he's cool with me, so I don't really feel put me on. Well, he puts AJ on, right? Even though like AJ went and I was watching the show back like this morning when I woke up and I was like watching. I was like, this guy was actually live last night. I probably would have joined if I was like at home. Usually, Cal said, yeah, I watched the first Misfit fight and then stopped 100% of the boxing you can watch. I wouldn't even call that boxing, man. I mean, that's an embarrassment to boxing. Like, the first fight, I mean, who was it? What was her name? I can't remember the fucking name. This chick was like fucking 40 years old, and it was a terrible fight, man. I was like, what the fuck are we watching right now? Dogface said, not fair to say every spammer is Pibbs. Okay, we probably got more than Mr. Pibbs spamming out there. Okay, my bad, bro. Okay, you're not Mr. Piz. Okay. What's going on, Lord? He said, yo, let's go, Lord, in the house. You, of course, that Caswell is British. Is he? I mean, good for him, man. There's nothing wrong with being British, right? So Calvo said, there's an Aussie guy on YouTube called Drunk Koala. Koala? Is that an animal from Australia or some shit? Like, Drunk Koala. Is that a real person? Okay, it's actually a real person. Holy shit. It's actually a real person. I didn't think it was a real person. We got Lane in the house. What's going on, Lane? Lane, welcome to the stream, Lane. Let's go. Of course, the dog faces Pibs. Yo, I just whatever. Like, let him fucking troll if he wants. We got Lane. What's going on with you, Lane? Are you excited for the card, Lane? It's 5 week, man. We got like what 5 days to go till fight day. I mean, I'll be live. I can't wait to do a live stream for the card. He said I'm Pibbs. Trust me, that isn't me. Okay, bro. It's getting old now, Mr. Pibbs. We got John in the house. Going on, Johnny says, "Sup, guys? I'm not gonna be here for that long, but so see you guys. I appreciate you hopping in though, as long as you could." Pip said, whoever that is me. So okay, all right, all right. Of course, I'd pick him. Lane is here, so can you say hello? Of course, I say hello every time, bro. Lane's good people. She's on with the channel. And she's also a mod. She's got the power, so if you better watch out, Cobra. She can probably fucking take a wrench away if she wants. If the Kelly said, "Damn right, I'm British." Cobra. Do you guys want me to go over the card? So if we go over the card, we'll go over like we'll do a quick like rundown for the card. Okay, there's so many ads on Tapology. Like it's gonna be annoying using Tapology to go over fights. There's so many ads. Said the clown show was talking about you. AJ came on again, mentioned you to put you on the clown show. Yeah, I know AJ really wants me on there. It's like why am I the only one getting roasted right now? Why isn't Pickham getting roasted by the clown show? I know AJ's fucking jealous that I'm not on there. But yeah, I mean, fucking, like glad AJ joined in the live stream, bro. Doesn't give a fuck. AJ. I was on there. I mean, I was on the live stream. I don't know whether that Ken guy wasn't he supposed to like do a debate with Arkansas? Wasn't he like supposed to come on the live stream too? I don't know what happened there. I know he was supposed to hop on the live stream too. We got Latrell Spencer now. Let's go Latrell Spencer. He said Cover. Is it gay to do a threesome? If you're doing it with two chicks, I mean, I don't think it's gay. If you're doing it with a guy, I would think it's somewhat gay, to be honest with you. And I said, Latrell, of course, that I saw you. Don't tell me I saw what I saw, brother. What are we talking right now, Cover? John said, you did remember we were talking about movies. Bro, I remember you, of course. Man. I remember you, John. I don't know if you're talking to the troll in the chat right now. He said Rigo has dentures. I mean, fucking good for him if you got dentures. Like, why do you, bro, Mr. Pips? Every time you come in the chat, you're always talking about Rigo, man. Like, I don't know. Like, you gotta fucking just let it go, man. You gotta let it go. I don't think Rigo's like thinking about you 24/7. You're probably like just thinking about him 24/7. You wake up in the morning and think about Rigo. It's kind of sad, bro. To be honest. All of a sudden, Lane Coastal, my H in the front of my name. Damn. Covert changing his fucking first name every stream. I mean, he has Shama. He had the Covert Bets MMA. Like, bro, how many names are you gonna change Covert? He said I enjoy movies too. Yo, tell me any new movie that's like really good right now. I was like thinking about watching something like before going to sleep or something. I just really fucking couldn't really watch anything. Like I'll watch the trailers and it's just like these movies nowadays are pretty boring. All right, guys, we're gonna do a quick rundown for the card. Let me bring up the card right now. All right, we got these ads are so annoying though. I hate these ads so much. We got a new matchup here, guys. We got Mitch Raposo taking Andre Lima. I like Andre Lima here a lot, man. Even though Mitch Raposo training out of New England Cartel, these guys have not been able to get a win this year. Like they haven't even got a single win this year. Like I like the New England Cartel guys a lot. Like they're really good fighters. They're fun fighters to watch overall. But these guys just can't catch a break here, man. It's like they're getting some wins on the MMA, but in the UFC, like they haven't got a single win. Like we saw Angel Pacheco fighting. We had Connor Matthews fighting. We saw Connor Matthews also fighting like a couple weeks back or a couple months back. He got knocked out by Dennis Bajuka. We saw Kelvin Cater losing to Sterling, getting absolutely dominated. I mean, so as much of a fan I am these guys are in England. Cartel Rock Fawn recently lost. I mean, these guys just they're getting kind of like steamrolled out there, man. It's kind of sucks. So I want to see them. I want to see them get a win out there. Now, this is the third opponent for Andre Lima, which is kind of crazy. So he's had a lot of canceled fights. He was supposed to fight Hudson Park, and like that was a official matchup before, but that fight ended up being canceled. So that's what's happening with this fight. Like, it sucks because I really wanted the Hudson Park fight. And we had what's this guy's name? Namjurgo, this fight, right? We're supposed to see this matchup. That's the fight that I broke on. That was gonna be a really good matchup, but now we got this guy coming up on short notice. Now Mitchell Roso, he fought Jake Hadley. I don't know if you guys remember that fight. I went back and rewatched the fight because I couldn't really remember anything from that fight. And he actually won the first round, got some takedowns, was able to strike Jake Hadley pretty easy on the feet. Jake Hadley striking, I feel like is overrated. I feel like Jake Hadley sucks on the feet. He's got some okay boxing, but he was getting outstruck by Charles Jones. He was a pretty good striker to be fair, but I think this is Andre Lima's fight all day, man. I think Andre Lima's gonna steamroll this guy. Is he gonna finish him? That's the question that I have. Like, I don't know if he's gonna finish him. To be honest, with you guys. Posto is pretty tough. He's got some power. He's got some striking. So I'm not sure if he's gonna finish him, but I do see Andre Lima. I think he's a good pro piece on this. We do. I don't think he's gonna like. We saw Andre Lima getting taken out in his last fight. I mean, he was getting taken out like here and there by Igor Severino, who fucking bit his arm after. So, and he was like, I know some people are out there saying like in their breakdowns that Igor was actually winning the fight. I don't know which fight they were watching. It was a close first round, but I think Lima was catching good some stepping elbows, like landing a better shot, sending Igor the Silva. Isn't his name Igor the Silva? I swear his name is Igor the Silva, right? Igor Severino. Igor the Silva, yeah, his middle name is Silva. Yeah, he was actually like taking over the fight later, so he's got good cardio. I trust his defensive route, even though he might get taken down like in the first round. I could see him getting taken on in the first round. That's what I'm worried about here. But I feel like he's gonna be able to stay composed and calm. He's gonna have better cardio, better experience with fighting the better guys out there. Your postal and the best guy that he fought was Jake Hadley, and he won the first round to be fair, and then he got taken on early in the second round, got stopped right away. Didn't have any submission defense. Under Lima, I mean, he does grapple. He can grapple, but he's not really like known for like jiu-jitsu for his jiu-jitsu. I could see him mixing in some takedowns later and winning rounds. I'm gonna say he gets it on the scorecards. Raposo is pretty tough. He's pretty durable. He's gonna get some respect back by striking, being competitive in the striking. I feel like so it's gonna be like I think it's gonna be a close first round, and I think Andre Lima's gonna take over second, third. So he might finish him because Raposo is like doesn't have a full camp for this fight. So I could finish him though. Bob's Dawson Mitch is tough, but his cardio held up because of short notice. Yeah, I think he was preparing for another fight soon. So he hasn't really been fighting the best guys out there. Like these guys are in England cartel. As much as I want to pick him every time, I gotta like be smart and like watch tape and like pick the smart guy. Cause I was gonna pick Angel Pacheco. Thank God I didn't pick Angel Pacheco. I did an interview with Angel Pacheco like a couple months back, and yeah, I was like, I really wanted to pick him to win, but I think he can still wins in the UFC. But Kelvin Cater, you guys remember Kelvin Cater? They're just not like I don't know what. Maybe just the team, the guys they're training with, they're not really been performing out there. So he's trained on England cartel. He's gonna be training some decent guys out there, but the guys he's out there fighting. If he was fighting in LFA, if this guy was fighting in LFA, I'll probably think about taking him here because LFA has actually got probably the best competition you're gonna be facing before you get to the UFC. So yeah, I was like, I might have probably thought about picking Raposo because he's got nice boxing. He's got some nice hands on him. So he's actually used to wrestle for his state. So he can do it all. But I don't think he's gonna be I don't think he's gonna knock Andre Lima. So I see Andre Lima getting it done on the scorecard. I think he's gonna be able to land the better counters in the second, third round. He's also gonna have the better cardio, full camp behind him. He's a durable guy. The only time he ever lost was in the amateurs. I think he only lost in amateurs. Um, but yeah, this guy's actually pretty solid. I think we're gonna see him. He's actually fights another fight. So that was like back in 2020. So I like Andre Lima. I think it's a good pro to be someone's card. Even 2-1, I don't think that's terrible. I don't think that's terrible. I know people are probably not gonna like the pro piece of Andre Lima. I like him as a pro piece. I think it's a good pro piece. I think it's like half should win. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the fight. So, Anakin in the house. Let's go, Anakin. Bob said that Costa is a tricky one. I mean, I don't think it's that tricky. I think people kind of overrate Costa. I mean, he did look really good in that which fight was a Whitaker fight. He looked really good out there. That's probably the best he's ever looked out there since he's been fighting in the UFC. Like, I mean, other than his finishes early on when he came to UFC, like he hasn't really looked as good as he did in the Whitaker fight. And that Whitaker fight was kind of close. That was kind of close. But I think Whitaker just edged it out just by a tiny bit. Of course, the Strickland won KO Costa, but Costa can KO Strickland. He's got some nice power. I mean, he throws big. He throws a lot of power in those hooks. I think Strickland's like boxing is pretty technical enough where he's not gonna get caught easy with those hooks because it's Costa does telegraph those hooks from like pretty far away. Um, bro, what is? Have I tried the Dustin Poirier hot sauce? Not yet. Yeah. Lane said water down Tabasco. Yeah, bro. Tabasco hot sauce is actually not bad. But Bob said Cobra said the Bob is an expert. Okay. You gotta that's kind of crazy, bro. Said I'm gonna wait on Pickham's non-chalk lock and laugh all the way to the bank. Bro, it's gonna be tough picking a lock on. Like I really want to pick an underdog lock, but it's like I don't know. Like, bro, we were like five. We hit the 5 and 6. Like five. We're 5-1 in the last six lock of the weeks now, and I gave you guys like close to plus money every time. Even though like I haven't been able to pick a lot. Like I should have probably picked Carl Johnson and Alatin Haley, but I'm not even sure what the lock's gonna be, man. Like, I really want to pick someone that I'm confident in because sometimes I'll just pick like I pick Luke, remember Buckley, and I pick Puellos. Like, as much as I want to pick underdog locks, it's like tough picking because I don't have a lot of confidence in these guys. I'm not even sure who the lock is gonna be this week, but we're on 3-0 run in the last 3 weeks. I will need to pick someone like really good, someone that I'm confident in. Maybe if I pick someone like that's like at least 2-1, I gotta at least give you guys like a playable plus money prop. Like I gave you guys a Woodson by decision, give you guys Ruffy by TKO. Like I gotta give you guys at least you guys can bet on and make money. Right? What good is a lock if you can't bet on it? Like a 3-1, 4-1, like doesn't make sense. It's like kind of dumb. Block, what's going on? Block in the house. Let me know what you think. I'm curious to see what you think. He said, "Yo, bro, react to his picks." Who we talking about right now? Oh, Block. Um, Bob said, "No, never tried it. Just guessing." Of course, that happens to Lock. He should be probably be a to a lock on this group. Like, what the hell is Galloping? What is his name? Is Milky Mickey Galloping? This is his name. Yeah, my pick is Andre Lima. I don't know. Like, can he get a submission on their pass because he can't. He hasn't got any submission. I feel like he could be life submission in this fight because I don't know how much these guys that are doing like cartel, I don't feel like their grappling is really that solid. They can strike, they're good strikers, but their grappling, defensive grappling is kind of missing. I'm sure he's been working on the submission defense since Jake Hadley fight. But Jake Hadley just took his back and stopped him right away. It's like pretty easy. It's like really easy submission. Even though he's a wrestler, he gets taken down. So it's not like he's not getting taken down. He's got some power on the feet, but I don't really see him knocking on under Lima. I'm gonna go under Lima. I'm pretty confident picking up Lima. I might consider him for both the weeks. I don't know, but it's not a lot of experience. Only 8 fights in, so it's kind of tricky. But I don't mind the 2-1 line here. I think it makes sense for him to be 2-1 here because obviously fighting better competition out there, has kickbox experience, has Muay Thai experience. Yeah, I think I'm pretty confident under Lima. All right, guys. Up next, we got Eileen Perez, the OnlyFans model, versus Jocelyn Edwards, and this is gonna be probably a grappler versus striker matchup more than likely. And it's like I'm not really that high on Perez. I know a lot of people are really high on Perez. I think thinks he's like the next Nurmagomedov. Maybe Nurmagomedov. I don't think he's as good. He's got some okay grappling. He can get some takedowns. Can he get takedowns Jocelyn Edwards? I'm gonna say yes because they had a similar opponent and Lucy Purilova and Purilova was taking down Edwards anytime she wanted to take her down. And like I didn't bet that fight because I knew it was gonna be a terrible fight. And like Purilova should have won that fight. She got taken on every round. But yeah, I don't really trust Heidi Price. I know people like her as a pro Olympics here. I don't know, like 2-1. Like see, her lines actually came down. Like it was like -275 when I was deep studying for this card. Like there's been some money coming in Edwards here, so I guess people think this fight's gonna be close. I feel like so what I probably will probably look at is Custody half and Edwards because I feel like it's gonna be a close fight. But you never know. Some of these judges like they never get the score to rate sometimes, even though like they should have scored the one round for the other fighter. Don't just give a 30-27. It's like kind of crazy. There's always that one judge that will give a 30-27 that just fucks up the point spread. I bets that like if you're gonna make it close. The last time I bet up Tuscany half was it was Luana Pinero over Amanda Ribas. She got knocked out because that was close to cashing. It was like a +150. That was close to cashing if it just went to scorecards. So like I don't know if I'm gonna bet that. I mostly been staying away from those spread bets, but I feel like I need Perez, man. If he had better cardio, like bro, I better like -180. I think -5 in her last fight was 5. Let me see. I think it was like it's like yeah, -125, and I better there against Luigi Purlova. And that third round, bro, that third round was scary. Like I'll tell you right now. I told everyone to put confidence. I was confident in her that Luigi Purlova fight, and that third round was scary because he was tired. He was fucking gassed in that third round. She almost got sub. She got mounted. She got almost got subbed in the third round. So it's kind of scary with Eileen Perez. So yeah, my mic is messed up. It's probably okay. That's I have to leave my screen there. This would be better now. Let me know if it's better now. Okay, so all right, so I'm gonna pick Eileen Perez because I feel like she's gonna win with the grappling, but the Edwards like wrestling looked better her last fight, and yeah, I don't know, like not a fight I'm probably gonna bet on it. I think it goes over. I think it goes over because I don't think Edwards is gonna finish her. So you will look for submission and ground and pound, but I don't really see her submitting this girl Edwards. Edwards is pretty defensively sound and when she's getting taken on. She was getting taken on to her own in that fight with Nora Carnoli. I think she should have won that fight. I actually picked her to win there, and she should have won that fight. I don't think I bet on her. I didn't bet on her there, but yeah, she should have won. She was getting kicked out of her own. Nora Carnoli was out striking her on the feet, so I guess they looked at the damage. Also, Nora Carnoli was the hometown girl there, so they gave it to Nora Carnoli, but I think she should have won that fight. This could be a close fight. Probably just pass. I've been passing on these 50-50 fights. It's been working out for me. I have low confidence I didn't press. I don't really trust her enough. That third round was good. Even if she gasses out in the third round, I don't really think Everett is really good. She doesn't have a lot of finishing ability. Not any finishing ability at UFC level or other level. So she's got all 4 losses at the highest level competing in MMA by distance. So probably take 5 goes to distance in a parlay. I mean, I don't know. Like, if Perez had better cardio, I'd probably go for 2.5. But I don't know. I feel like this is gonna be like a really weird fight. I'm just gonna fucking pass on this one. Over 2.5 was actually like it's like -360 or some shit. Like it's actually almost -400. If you go over, I'm pretty confident over. I'm pretty confident this will go over 2.5 rounds. Probably take 5 goes a distance. And like, I think this should be solid. Let me bring up the odds here, so like we can see the odds and stuff. I think DraftKings has a great DraftKings. I think they have the totals up already. The over 2.5 should be like -660, -360, I think, because everyone knows it's gonna go over. I'm sure people are already paroling it. -395, so it actually moved already. Holy shit, look at this. It's already -395, so that line is moving. I didn't bet it. I was like, should have maybe bet it earlier, but I was like, I don't know. I'm just gonna pass on this one. Yeah, I see this going the distance, and I see Eileen Perez probably getting it 28-28. If she can't get the takedowns, her striking is pretty terrible. I feel like she can strike. I mean, she's willing to exchange on the feet, but I don't really like her striking that much. I think it's gonna be a close fight. Bigger cage. I mean, probably gonna be easier for Press to get those takedowns. Yeah, I do like. I don't really like. I think here. Of course, said pick him. Your mic sucks, brother. Yeah, the new mic is coming up soon, guys. I'm gonna get sure mic soon. It's gonna be coming soon. Lane said Lima and half is also the Bob. Yeah, Lima and I like Lima as a parlay piece a lot, way more than I like Eileen Perez. I think Lima's a better parlay piece than Eileen Perez. I mean, I know people are parlaying. There's people out there parlaying Eileen Perez. I tell myself I'm not gonna parlay women's MMA. Then I think it was last week or last week. Yeah, last week I parlayed the Coty. I woke up in the morning and I fucking on fight day. I parlayed the Coty with like over 1.5 in that main win and over 1.5 in another fight. I gotta stay away from these fights. I always tell myself I'm gonna stay away, then I fucking end up betting on him. Yeah, I'm probably gonna stay away from Ryan Perez. Over 2.5 is like minus 400 now. Like I guess you can still bet it because it should go over, but it's kind of crazy. I feel like kind of chalky. It should go over though. I don't really see Perez finishing here though. Because Edwards is pretty physically strong, so I don't really see a finish here. Of course, the Bob is just scared of Pivs, so Yak's docile. But I've said no Pivs. I go way back. Of course, that he's definitely scared. He said, "Imagine being a grown man trapped in a halfway house, bro. That's his fucking life, man. What does it fucking bother you so much, Mr. Pivs? At least he's not out there collecting beer cans every fucking day. But what do I know, Ray? And like I said, will Lima do good against Mitch in a big cage, considering his last was in Apex? I think he's gonna do just fine. I don't really, like. I could see Posta winning the first round because he can win the first round, maybe with the takedowns. And we have seen Andre Lima get taken down. I just don't feel like he's got jiu-jitsu to really like get him couple with like full mount and then like run off or get a summation off. I just don't see him finishing him, and I feel like he's gonna because he will slow down later. Like I feel like Andre Lima can go for his own takedowns later in the fight. Useless in the house, when I useless in the house. He said Bob is a true OG. Yeah. Bob said I never had an issue with Debs. He's good people. Yeah, normally he's pretty chill, but sometimes he's just trolling too much. It's a W bet over, right? Yeah, just take the over for sure. I know people are still gonna parlay Perez. I mean, maybe you should race. You should be 10-1 right now. Her only loss, which was bullshit, and that her only legit loss was a Stephanie Egger fight where she got kind of she was twerking at the wings and shit. Then she got subbed in the fight. Like it's kind of embarrassing for her. Yeah, I think Perez probably gets it done. Close. Probably might even be a split. So maybe look at the plus 8.5 when they open plus 8.5 on Everest. They haven't dropped the props yet, but I don't know if I'll bet it. I'll maybe consider it if it's like plus money, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be plus money because I think people are gonna be onto it. Everyone that's gonna like underdog, they're gonna bet the plus 8.5 and Everest. I feel like, and I've seen a lot of people calling in their breakdowns, so I think a lot of people are gonna be onto it. You probably have to bet it right away when they open the props. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna pass on this one. Decision for Perez is my pick. All right, guys. Up next, we got Basil Half-Is taking a Mickey Gale. And Mickey Gale, man, remember who he fight? He fought that WWE fighter, CM Punk. Yeah, I remember. I was like really watching UFC back then. And I was really hyped for CM Punk because I used to watch WWE like back when I was fucking 9 years old. And I was really hoping that CM Punk was going to beat him because that's what the UFC was hoping for. They were hoping that this guy was going to go beat this Mickey Gale, who only had like 2 fights in, was coming off having over Mike Jackson, who's like an absolute fraud, the biggest fraud that ever made to the UFC. Um, yeah, just that was just weird. So he's actually beat Sage. I mean, but he's been away from the game for 2 years. Got TKO'd by Diego Sanchez. I mean, that's never a good look getting TKO'd by Diego Sanchez. Um, that was Mike Perry. I mean, that's respectable, right? Mike Perry is actually like really. I mean, he's the face of BKFC right now. Alex Morono lost, Mike Manoa lost. His losses are not terrible, other than Diego Sanchez, and yeah, that's his only like terrible loss. And he only had like a couple fights in back then. Been away from the game for so long, man. I like Half-Is. I think Half-Is and Lima parlay is actually solid. I think that's a solid parlay. I really do. Um, I don't see Mickey Gale winning. I don't really see his dropping working here. I mean, is he gonna get takedowns on a Half-Is? Is really physically strong. He's gonna be coming in with a full camp in this fight, so is he gonna get takedowns in this fight? That's my question. I don't really see him getting takedowns. I don't like his striking that much. I feel like he's stiff on the feet, and I actually liked Half-Iz's striking on the feet in that JDN fight. Now was he connecting on the feet because JDN was worried about takedowns? Maybe because he was worried about takedowns, right? Because he did have success on the feet. I think Half is a close to a lock on this card. I mean, It's tough saying that because only had one fight. I've only seen him in UFC with one fight. But these other fights, some of these fights were like kind of close, but some of them were okay. Like he went out there, got a finish over some of these guys. But he's been fighting legit guys, right, since he made his MMA debut. He's actually been fighting like pretty solid competitions. The cage for UFC is actually solid, and XFC. I mean XFC for UFC. I respect cage for UFC. That's where I think just Spain fighting over there too. I think only had one fight in cage for UFC, but cage for UFC is actually legit. So I like that he's been fighting in cage for UFC, and then that's probably why he looks solid against Jack Della Maddalena. Because you're actually like going through some university in that cage for UFC. You're fighting some guys that are like talented. You're not fighting absolute cans out there. I mean, Mickey Gall's been away from the game so long, man. Like, just I don't see him getting a submission here, and I just don't see him knocking out Hafiz. I mean, Hafiz has a solid chin on this guy. He took some big shots in that JD fight, and he kept going for takedowns. He still got takedowns in the third round. And some of those times, I mean, JD was pulling the guillotine. I mean, so maybe he was getting takedowns because of that. But he was still getting like powerful takedowns, some double leg takedowns, some like flash double leg takedowns. So I like Hafiz. I think Hafiz is gonna. He can win by decision. He can win by submission. He can win by knockout. Probably submission. I mean, he's gonna be. It's gonna probably. I don't know if he's gonna submit Mickey. Mickey got submission defense. Like he got jiu-jitsu, so he's gonna submit him. That's what I'm worried about. He's gonna submit. I think he could submit him. I feel like he could submit him. Maybe ground and pound TKO. I feel like he could knock out Mickey Gall on the feet because I don't think Gall has the best chin. He's only like even though he's only been knocked out like twice. One of them was ground and pound like Diego Sanchez, and last time was the Mike Malak KO. That Mike Malak KO was kind of crazy. I mean, he's just fully stiff, got the chin up in the middle. So I see him getting another KO here, man. I like the KO here. I know everyone loves Hafiz this week. Hafiz was like minus 250 early. He's like minus 300 now almost. So I think Hafiz is like minus 310 now. So it's actually getting wider. I think he's probably going to be like minus 350, minus 325, maybe like by fight night. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm sure everyone's got him in a parlay. That kind of worries me, but I think he's gonna win. He should win. He should not be losing this fight. They're giving him a freebie here, a guy that hasn't fought in 2 years. You guys know how much I love fading these guys that come back after a layoff rate. We faded what's his name? Brahimaz recently last week. We picked Grimbo as a lock. I mean, it wasn't even though the fight was terrible. Like Grimbo went out there, took care of business. Yeah, I love fading these guys that come back after a layoff. I don't think the layoff matters that much in women's MMA, but in men's MMA, it does matter. It plays a factor. So the UFC, this is UFC trying to build them up because I've seen how talented this guy is. This guy could be a good contender, maybe. He could be like exciting guy in the UFC. So they're giving someone like Hafez, who's probably got like 1 or 2 fights left on his contract. So they're giving him Mickey Gall here. So Mickey Gall, I mean, his striking is not horrendous. He's got more UFC experience though, so you gotta respect that. He's actually got 11 fights in UFC, but two years away from the UFC. Man got knocked out in the first round against Mike Malott. Mike Malott's mostly like a grappler, also not really known for his hands. He's got some power on the feet, but he's mostly known as a grappler. So half is probably by KO. I'm gonna pick him by KO probably first round. Can you knock him on the feet? That's what I'm worried about. Like, I think you could knock him on the feet also because he's got some powerful hands. He's got some power. And like I said, we can beat Mike Jackson, Sage. I mean, that win over Sage is not looking terrible these days anymore. I remember Sage got destroyed, bro. He had to get like surgeries and shit. Neck surgery. I think he needed like a neck surgery because he got murdered by a power puncher. And Bob said Mickey Gill was yesterday's snooze. Yeah. And he was getting killed by Mike Malott. I mean, Mike Malott's got some power, but yeah, he's not really known for his striking. He's mostly known for like his grappling, and he couldn't even really like stun Neil Magny. I mean, Neil Magny is like okay, pretty durable though, to be fair. But I still can't believe Mike Malott like just quit in that fight. Like 30 seconds to go and just fucking quit. I was like, I had him so many parlays and it was fucking horrible. That's why I don't really do a lot of parlays with one fighter anymore. I just keep it to like one parlay. And Hafez and Lima is like, I think I'm confident in that parlay. I think that's going to cash. Mr. Pips said, I love you, my boy Pick'em. Love you too, Pip. Pick'em is excellent. I appreciate that, Bob. Uses the Cesar Almeida is no longer an underdog. Is he really not an underdog anymore? And what's the line on that one? He's -1 or 2. The plus 3.5. That's what I was waiting for, bro. I told you guys like we bet the plus 3.5 in that Burka fight also. Like I had him as a best bet on that one. And I don't know why like Budka was ever like a favorite over Cesar Mira. That was kind of crazy. It makes sense for Capello to be favored here because he does have the UFC experience. He can also grapple maybe just a bit, but he's not really known for his grappling. But yeah, we're gonna break down the fight soon. My pick is obviously Hafiz by KO or TKO in the first round. Maybe submission. I think submission is likely also. So I think under 1.5 is probably likely. Um, under 2.5 rounds, minus 145. That's not terrible at all. Not terrible at all. Um, yeah, they don't have the props out, but they have the totals. So under 2.5 minus 145. You might as well wait for half as by finish. ITD is gonna be like plus money. You're gonna get plus money on the ITD because I don't really see Mickey Gall finishing it. If JDM couldn't finish him, I mean, there's no way Mickey Gall's gonna finish. I don't really see the only way Mickey Gall's gonna finish this fight somehow. If he does finish, it's gonna be like a crazy submission. I just don't see him getting a submission over half as who's very defensively good on. Yeah, half is by KO, TKO probably, maybe even a submission, maybe club and stuff. That's the pick. Next we got Nico Price taking Alex Morono. Now this is a rematch. The first fight, I mean, Alex Morono was actually dominating that first fight. He knocked him down like twice. Um, so what happened was he knocked him down like twice in the first round, got 2 knockdowns. What was working Nico Price in the first round. The second on him, he was controlling the second also. Then Nico Price is like, let me just not stay on the outside anymore. Let me just close the distance and just brawl with this guy. And then he was brawling with him. Then he get like knocked him out cold. So that's the thing about Morono, man. He's super chinny. He was my lock over McGee because I was really confident that he's gonna win convincingly. I was like, you can maybe even get a finish out there, but I actually picked him by a KO over McGee, and he couldn't KO McGee at this point. McGee was coming off 3 back-to-back KO losses in a row. So that was really close fight, man. I was sweating that fight. I was like, I wasn't even sure if he won that fight. I think he should have like. I'm glad they gave it to him because I think he's landed the better shots. But he was getting taken on way too easy out there. So Nico Price, even though like he hasn't looked good in a long, long time. Even that I mean that full row fight, he was close to knocking off full row. Like he actually hurt him on the feet, dropped him in the second on. Almost finished him in the second via TKO ground and pound, but then he gave him some time to recover. Then he was absolutely gassed. He had no cardio left anymore, so that's what happened there. But in that Alex Oliveira fight, I bet the fight doesn't go to this. I bet the under 2.5 rounds also. Like I was all over the unders because I was like, no way, Nico Price is gonna go to this. Alex Oliveira, and now what do you know? That fight goes to distance somehow. Yeah, I gotta pick Alex Morono, but I don't really trust Morono anymore. Like I actually had a parlay with Bob Mondes, 2 unit play on Bob Mondes and Morono. I was like really, really confident in that parlay, and I was like, I thought Bob Mondes might be more sweaty than Morono. I was like, that's why I picked Morono as my lock because I was like, he's gonna make this look easy. Court McGee is like terrible now. He's like super wild. Yeah, it's like I'm worried about Morono, man. I'm like worried about this pick. I mean, and it says anyone picking Nico Price because I am. I mean, I respect the pick, man. I respect the pick. Respect your pick there, Anakin. I just can't pick him, man. He looks terrible. Nico Price he's got no chin, man. Like I was even in the last fight over Lawler, like I was picking Nico Price before, then I changed my pick like after weight. Like Nico Price has been looking terrible. We've been taking so much damage. In my breakdowns, I picked Lawler. I don't even know if I picked him. I might have picked him by KO there. He was a big guy. I didn't bet on him. Probably bet on that one. Nico was like minus 300 over there. He was like pretty big favorite there. So that was like Lawler's retirement fight. Uh, I think it was like minus 300. Yeah, it was actually minus 300 closing odds. Lawler actually knocked him on like 13 seconds, but Lawler has more power than Alex Morono. I'll say that much right now. But Morono is a guy. He's gonna have the speed of it here, so I really see. I like durability. He was super skinny also. Like he could be 4-1 in the last 5 fights, and that Santiago fight he freaking Santiago like easy. He's dominating Santiago. Then he got careless with his striking defense and got knocked out over the right. Absolutely stiff. I think I had to play it. I had to play on it there. So that's the thing about Morono, man. You can never trust him, and he's fighting someone that has some power. Nico Price, as terrible as he looked, he does have some power. So I think this fight probably goes to the distance, but Morono wins, I don't know if he's gonna finish him. That's what I'm worried about. This fight probably not going the distance though, because Nico Price is taking so much damage. This guy doesn't really go the distance. He's only gone the distance like twice in the UFC. He's got like 6 finishes and he's been finished 6 times. So 12 out of 14 fights, I mean, haven't gone the distance. So I think this probably shouldn't go the distance, but I get why I'm not that confident because Rono is not really a finisher though. Like he goes the distance a lot. And he's really gonna put it on Nico Price to finish him because I don't think he's got power like Lawler. He's not really just gonna start him early like Lawler was able to do. Bob said, "This is how pick him fall so far behind in Chad Alba's top fights." That's what we're here for, bro. We're here talking fights. We got Dark now. When I Dark Story said that Pibbs, we read it already. Come on, someone just fucking ban him already, man. Just time him out. It's just gonna get annoying. Bob said, "Pick him shit the beard and stats." Yeah, I just save it every time, bro. Dogface, Mr. Pez said Rigo. Okay, bro. We get it, man. You're Rigo. You don't like Rigo. We get it. You don't have to remind us every time. Okay, I'm gonna have to fucking time you out now. There you go. Co-use your other account, Mr. Pez. Dude Dober in the house. What's going on? Dude sober. Okay. You're sober. Dude Dober, what's going on, bro? It's the 7th time is a charm. I'm dropping off my belongings from my mom's house and going from my favorite mental hospital to a faith-based, sober living arrangement. I'm not really sure those will work for you, man. You really got to make up your own mind if you really want to be living sober. I'm sure you're just trolling in the chat right now. That's hilarious, though. You sober. I like the name, man. I like the new name. All right, guys. So my pick is obviously not Nico Price. My pick is obviously Morono. I really want to pick Nico Price, but I just can't. He look terrible. And Alex Oliveira is like get gassed out after like a round. So like I'm not even gonna hold any stock on Alex Oliveira win. He does have a win over Alex Morono. He knocked him out in the first fight back in the day. It was like because he tested positive for weed, cause smoked weed back then. I guess you weren't allowed to smoke weed back then. Yeah, they overturned it to no contest, but that was a legit win for Nico Price. If he pressures Morono, he could probably catch him. I mean, he definitely could catch him if he pressures him. Because Morono is kind of chinny still. He's still kind of chinny. But I feel like I don't know. I don't have a lot of confidence in this one. I know people like Paul Lapis. I don't really blame anyone because Nico Prices look terrible. Well, he's out there getting knocked out by guys that have some power. I don't really think Morono has power like that. He's got some power. He'll like knock you down and then give you time to recover. I mean, is he gonna knock down Nico Price? Is Nico Price gonna shoot a takedown? Like means that's like if he shoots a takedown, he might run into like a submission. Um, Fight what's unders. I think this fight shouldn't go the distance. So I'm gonna pick Morono by TKO. I think he could get a TKO later here. Fight doesn't go. Okay, they have the Alex Morono to make weight at minus 20,000 right now. Okay, they have those odds on DraftKings right now. I almost forgot about that. The under 2.5 rounds minus 130. Probably goes under, but I don't know if I'll touch this fight at all. Probably take single distance overall because we have seen Nico Price get finished in late in third round before he was tired in that 4-0 fight, and he got finished in like in the late third round. So might as well like spend a couple more dollars and take a fight doesn't go distance and take under 2.5 rounds. But you're probably gonna get fight doesn't go distance at like minus 150. Because under 2.5 rounds is minus 130 right now. You might as well take fights to go distance if you're gonna play anything. I don't know if I'll play anything on this fight. I'm just gonna sit back and watch because it's gonna be a fun fight. It's gonna be a fun fight. Yeah, that Phil Rowe fight, he got finished in like late third round. He was so gassed. Yeah, it wasn't really Phil Rowe like putting combinations on him. It was more of like Nico just gassing out trying to finish Phil Rowe and he couldn't really get the finish in the second round. But yeah, I do see a finish here from Rono. I don't know if it's gonna be a submission or TKO. Probably TKO likely. But yeah, I'm gonna take probably fight doesn't go distance, but I don't really trust Rono that much anymore. I did trust him in that Court McGee fight. If he went out there and beat Court McGee convincingly, if he beat him, maybe like try to at least finish him, at least knocked him down. I mean, I'd be more confident in this fight here. But Court McGee pretty durable though when he's not fighting power punchers. Big pick is obviously Rono by TKO. Up next, we got Full Road taking on Jake Matthews. Now I know a lot of people are liking Furo here, man. He's did like the 80-inch reach, 80.5-inch reach, 6'3", fighting at 170. I'm not really sold on the guy. I feel like I don't know. I'm not really sold on Furo, man. I know a lot of people like him as a dog here. I don't really trust Jake Matthews either. What I do trust is over 1.5 rounds because I see this fight going over 1.5 rounds. I don't really see Matthews just finishing him early. I don't really see Furo finishing him early either. I don't even think Furo is gonna finish him at all. I think Matthews is gonna win by decision. To be honest, you guys. I don't know. I don't really like Furo that much. He's got some okay strike. His fight actually is pretty terrible. The wins that he has, I know people keep talking about the 3-5 win streak. Ryan Kosey, who's an absolute fraud. Jason Wade, who's the genius guy in the UFC history. I think Jason Wade's been knocked out like 10 times, right? He was like knocked out like 10 times in a row. How times he's knocked out? 7 times, 4 times at UFC level. Finished every time he lost. And Ryan Kosey, these Kosey brothers are absolute frauds. And Kosey was having some success in that fight. Getting some takedowns early, and he couldn't really get takedowns later. I don't even think Jake Matthews needs takedowns in this fight, to be honest with you guys. Yeah, I don't think he needs a takedown in this fight. I think he can just finish him up. I don't think he's gonna finish him. I think he could just outwork him on the feet. He's got better boxing. I feel like than Faro. Faro does have the reach advantage, so maybe he can use that. But I think Matthews is gonna win this fight. Matthews never. I don't think he's ever lost 2 fights in a row. He's actually like losing one, winning one since he's actually okay. He's got 2 losses in a row, but that was like on the Ultimate Fighter. So he's either like losing one, then winning one, like winning a couple, losing one. Yeah, he lost to Michael Morales, who was our lock. He was my lock of the week back then, and I gave you guys a plus money player there. Third rounder decision plus 155. I was really confident in Michael Morales. Michael Morales was like levels ahead of a guy like Foro. I don't think Foro was that good. He's 33 years old also, so it's not like he's like in his 20s, late 20s. He's still about to be in his prime. I just tall, long, and rangy. I feel like Matthews gonna get on the inside and work him. I'm going Matthews by this is I don't maybe late submission. I was like thinking maybe late submission, but I think this isn't more likely. And Perot hasn't doesn't really go the distance a lot. And he's actually gone the distance, but he's lost like 2 fights when fights are going longer. I like the over 1.5. I think the over 1.5 is actually solid parlay piece. I think you can probably parlay with the over 1.5 in that co-main win. Uh, H1 is that have you seen White Spade 7, his channel that says lovely things about Indians. I don't even know what the fuck that is, bro. Drew said, one of these days I'm gonna run into a member from Rigo chat in the same. Okay, is that you, bro? We got a lot of Rigo in the chat right now, right? And he said, I'm hoping Blades loses. I think he's gonna lose. I gotta ask him. I think ask him to work him. He can probably go for get a submission of his own on the ground because he's got better jiu than Curtis Blades. Also got a better chin. Like Pavlovich, I mean, he just fucking beat the shit out of Blades. I mean, and Blade chin has always been kind of suspect. I feel like. And there's a can't write off role because he lost to Magnum. I'm not writing him off just because of that. Like I know he could have won that fight. To be fair, but I don't know. Like I don't think he's that good of a striker. He's got some reach. Maybe you can use that reach and get it done. I know a lot of people are picking him to win. He's like everyone's pick underdog this week. I don't know. I don't really see it. I don't really see it. She just said, enjoy your picks analysis. Thanks for doing these. Appreciate you hopping in, bro, and watching live stream. Yeah, I'm gonna pick Matthews. I don't really think Rowe is that good. That Magny fight, I mean, that was a close fight though. But you shouldn't be running into a clinch with Magny. Like, why do you keep running into that clinch with Magny? I'm happy he did because I had a player in Magny there like 5 6. But just terrible, man. Fight IQ is really questionable. I really hope Matthews just closes the distance and works this guy. I see this going over 1.5. They have the total set at 1.5, right? Yeah, they have the total set at 1.5. No, they actually moved it 2.5 rounds. Wow. So we got 1.5 minus 175. They moved the lines quick. I mean, holy shit. This morning there was like 1.5 rounds. Wow. So I guess a lot of money came in the over 1.5. Wow. I was not expecting the lines to change that quickly. I think it probably goes a distance, but I would not play the over 2.5 anymore. Just might as well wait for the over 1.5. And they open all the products, everything you can probably still, yeah, you're gonna be able to still take the over 1.5. It's gonna be like minus 250 now at least. I feel like it was like minus 155 this morning. Wow, the line changed quick. I mean, holy shit. I was like really confident that we were now. I was like, oh, it was only like minus 155. So the fact that the over 2.5 is like minus 150 now is gonna that makes that means the over 1.5 is gonna be like minus 250 now, like minus 250, minus 300. It's probably gonna be minus 250. I feel like. Yeah, I just might as well just pass now. They just wait for the over 1.5. You can still take it on top. I think it goes a distance overall. I mean, I would not play the over now because I don't really trust Costa's durability. I mean, I don't like. I don't know. I think it goes a distance. I don't really see these guys finishing each other. Matthews is really tough, man. Like he's only been finished like one time in his career, and I mean, he's so tough, man. He's so tough. Even that Burger fight, he got dropped every round. Almost got finished every round. Then he just stayed in it, stayed in the fight. I don't know. I think he's gonna go to this. I'm gonna pick Matthews on the scorecard. All right, guys. Up next, we got next fight on the card. We got Grant Dawson taking on Joe Selecki, and Grant Dawson should win this fight, right? He's gonna be the way better wrestler. Selecki is like a BJ nerd. His strike is super low volume. I mean, he doesn't throw enough volume. How many strikes does he throw? Let me take a look at it again. That's why I took close at minus 130 over him because I was seeing a lot of people picking Selecki there. I really don't know why people are picking Selecki over Close. Like Close can wrestle, Close can like strike. Actually, he's actually got some nasty boxing. I just don't get it why Close is minus 130 in that last fight. I guess now people know that this guy's a BJJ nerd. He's gonna be looking for those arm bars, submissions off his back. Probably not gonna get submissions. It's not likely you're gonna get these arm bars off your back in the UFC. Like hardly anyone gets these arm bars off their back in the UFC. Even guys like Oliveira, like they're not getting like. I mean, early in his career, he was getting some submissions off his back, but he's not really getting these like. He's mostly like taking people's back and submitting these people. So at the highest level, you can't like just go for these jump arm bars. And yeah, I was not expecting Close to finish him. They actually just slammed him and finished him because Schlecky was trying to go for that armbar. I mean, if he got the armbar, that would have been sick, I guess. But yeah, Dawson is gonna submit Dawson. I don't really see him submitting him. And the striking numbers, I mean, Schlecky is super low volume, man. Even though Dawson doesn't really throw enough volume either, at least he throws more than Selecki, and he's actually been fighting the better guys out there. The best guy that Selecki fought probably Jay Miller. I mean, he's beat Jay Miller, but Carl Deaton, I mean, the Carl Deaton guy is pretty fucking terrible. It took him a long time to finish Carl Deaton. That was like a freebie for him. The UFC gave him a freebie there. He had some trouble in the first round. The striking was very, very competitive in the first round. Carl Deaton was actually having a lot of success in the first round, and I remember that fight clearly because everyone, we all had Selecki and Paula there. It was like this is a freebie for Selecki. That first round had me worried for Selecki there. Eventually, he was able to get the takedown and get the submission off because Carl Deaton is fucking horrible. Yeah, Dawson should win. I don't know if I had a play on him. I had him parlay with Piper. It was Piper? I think Piper was on the card. Piper. I had him in parlay with Piper in that Bobby Green fight, and you guys know what happened there. He got knocked out with a straight jab. I think it was a jab from Bobby Green. Was Piper on the card? Yeah, Piper was on the card. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I'm probably just gonna pass on this one, betting wise. I don't really trust him at this line. If he was like minus 200, I would probably parlay him. Minus 350, bro. Like, he was like, I parlayed him at minus 350 in that last fight over Green because I was like, he's gonna be able to get the takedowns. This is an easier matchup for him. I'll be honest. Like, this is a way easier matchup for him than Bobby Green. Bobby Green has got some decent takedown defense. Just Lecky is gonna be more than willing to like go to his back and just fucking look for these dumb arm bars over and over. Is anyone like Aspinall versus Blade fight? I don't know. I actually like that fight. I think it's a good matchup for Aspinall because there's really no one else right now, right? He's trying to fight Strogan. Strogan really didn't want to fight him. So who else is there? There's really no one else. I feel like because probably would have been Almeida versus Blades. I feel like Almeida versus who's a Aspinall, yeah, but yeah, Almeida just lost. I mean, he just lost to Blades, so they couldn't do that matchup. And he said, I'm hoping Blades loses. Yeah, I think he's gonna lose. Pops at 300 seconds was excessive. I don't even know how long I timed him out for. I just timed him out on StreamYards. I don't even know how long the time you offer. He's got so many AOTs, man. He's back in here. He's gonna stop ignoring me. Pabs, if you just behave like a normal person in chat, no one's gonna ignore you then. Alright guys, let's go. So my pick is obviously Grant Dawson by decision. I don't really see a submission here. I mean, he's got some submissions. I mean, that Marco Madsen fight, Marco Madsen was so gassed. He was so tired. He was trying to festively wrestle, and he was so tired in that fight. He was successful with some takedowns in that first round, but he's like, he has no cardio. He's like 40 years old. Jared Gordon fight. I mean, he's sub Jared Gordon eventually, but Jared Gordon's been finished a couple of times now. I don't know. Can he submit Selecki? I don't really think. I mean, he could probably submit him, but I don't really think it's likely. He has a win over Dirk Minner. I mean, Dirk Minner wins. Isn't that the guy? No, Dirk Minner wins. Doesn't hold any weight anymore. Isn't that the guy that was like involved James Krause in that fucking fraud, betting fraud? Like Trujano. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna finish it. Maybe he can finish. I mean, a lot of people. There are some people picking him by submission. I like Dawson, but I don't really like him as a pro with these. He might go out there and make it look easy. Minus 355 for Dawson. I mean, are you guys betting this fight? Minus 355 for Dawson. I mean, it should be probably easy money, right? Because like he looked terrible in that last fight. He was only like plus 100 his last fight. Now he's like minus 280, plus 280. I mean, so the people like the recency bias is crazy. I think if he didn't get knocked out in the first round against Close, he'd probably be like minus plus 150 here or plus 170 if he was in a competitor with the out there. The fact that he got knocked out in the first round is probably why he's like plus 280 here. I feel like there could be some like back and forth crowd. It's gonna probably gonna run the clock. I feel like it's gonna go the distance. So I'm gonna pick Brand Dawson on the scorecards. Over 2.5 minus 185. I'll take a pass. I'll take a pass. Because Dawson's gonna have some opportunities for submission. I mean, maybe he can lock something up later. I don't really trust him. Over 2.5 at 2-1. If the over 1.5 was like minus 200, I mean that would probably make sense. But minus 200 for over 2.5 is just kind of crazy. It's kind of like Dawson on the scorecards is the pick. Maybe you can take Dawson by submission or decision. That's probably gonna cut the money line down to like half. Yeah, maybe he might go out there get a ground and pound finish. You never know. If you're gonna bet him, I mean, you probably want to take the money line. Then if you have more confidence in Dawson than I do, yeah, my pick is Dawson, but I don't really like him as a part of the piece. The line is way too chalky, 3-1, 4-1 almost. Right, up next, we got Roman Kopylov, everyone's favorite fighter, Roman Kopylov taking the Cesar Almeida. Yeah, I'm picking Almeida, man. I'm picking Almeida. I'm going with the 23% that are picking Almeida. I don't really like. I think Kopylov was good. He's a good boxer, good striker. Has a nasty body kicks, nasty body shots. He works the body and the head pretty well. I mean, but when you put pressure on this guy, man, I mean, if you go watch his fights, I mean, anyone that's putting pressure on him, he doesn't really fight well off the back foot. He's fighting well when he's the one pressuring you. Like that's when he's having a lot of success out there with the striking. And people are like too worried. They're like, there's a lot of feints out there, so maybe he's probably gonna be faster here. I feel like I think Almeida is gonna be able to like deal with him, Kopylov on the feet. None of these guys were like good strikers. I mean, Charles Friend is a grappler, not really known for his striking. Claudio Barrow has some hand, but he's like super sloppy, like not really like a technical striker by any means. More of just throw and hope it lands. I mean, that's what Hibero almost hurt him in the first round. He was like rocking him with some punches when he was pressuring him. Soriano is a fucking cannon. Punahele is like fighting at 170 now. I think he's got a fight coming up at 170. He also lost to Dustin Solsfus, who's an absolute bomb also. Punahele fucking sucks, man. I feel like he might have some success at he's fighting like the next week, the week after, gives a year two against Michael Baeza, who's coming back after like a late 2-year layoff. They're trying to give Punahele Soriano a freebie there. I don't know, man. The wins. I mean, I've cashed in Kopylov by second on KO like a couple of times. I bet him with that Hibero fight. It was plus 450, plus 450 by round 2 KO. I knew Claudio Hibero has no cardio past the first round. He's got no like striking defense. I think Claudio Hibero probably has the worst striking defense out there. I like Cesar Romero here. I haven't bet him yet. I mean, maybe like it's probably gonna pass. It's not even plus money anymore. Maybe I should have bet it early. I think Almeida by decision. I think he's gonna we can outwork Kopylov. I don't see him knocking out Kopylov though. I think Kopylov is really tough. I think he could outwork him. Lynn said, "Don't do it easy. You should snitch first, easy." Mr. Pip said, "Lane, I need legal advice. As a hooker is threatening to snitch." Okay, you guys stop seeing those hookers and Mr. Pips. Bob said, "Yes, said a fair price. Be ready to walk. Don't haggle." We got Bob giving advice to Mr. Pips in the chat right now. I see. Yeah, my pick is Cesar Romero. I think he's gonna beat it. He's gonna win as a dog. He's not even like he's barely underdog anymore. He's like a slight underdog now. So there's some money coming in on Kopylov, I guess. Not Kopylov, I mean Almeida. Yeah. Um, I bet him his last fight. I mean, I don't really know if I want to bet him against Kopylov at like not even plus money anymore. Plus one for Almeida. Like if you can get plus money, I mean, Betman probably still has plus money on Almeida. I'm sure. Maybe wait till next couple days. I mean, I think money's gonna come into Kopylov now. Eventually, the public is gonna bet Kopylov. I feel like because Kopylov is like more well known in the UFC. Like people have seen him fight more in the UFC. Some people really don't know who Almeida is. I feel like only the hardcore fans know who Almeida is, but most people really don't know who Almeida is. Still, my pick is Cesar Almeida by decision. Lane, who you got in this one? You got Kopylov for the W. Yeah, I'm going Almeida. I'm going against the Crane. I know AJ picked. He was picking Kopylov all week, then he changed his pick this morning. So AJ is going to Almeida now. Kopylov maybe can use the speed and work this guy, but I don't know. I feel like the striking is gonna be competitive. Even when Kopylov is like out there striking, man, he's people are landing on him. It's not like this guy's got great striking defense. Like he's getting landed on. His striking defense is honestly not that good. He's observing at least like 4 strikes per minute. So even though he's fighting the better competition overall in MMA than Almeida, to be fair, the stats are kind of crazy though. I'm going Almeida by decision on the scorecards. Maybe it could be a late TKO, but I don't really think a TKO is that likely. Almeida doesn't really push on the gas that much when he's trying to like get you out of there, unless you're like completely tired about Budka. I'm gonna go Almeida by decision. All right, guys. Up next, we got Randy Brown taking on Alessio Gillespie. This is a low confidence pick. This is a low confidence pick with probably one of my lowest confidence pick on the card. Randy Brown, man, Randy Brown. I've done pretty well picking Randy Brown fights. I think I picked Chaos Williams over him. I mean, Chaos Williams should have won that fight overall because he was hurting him more in that fight. But Randy Brown was able to hold him some close round. This is a tough fight for Randy Brown, though. Even though Leslie is like 37 years old, I'm still gonna pick Randy Brown because I feel like he's gonna have to use that reach and height and everything. See on the outside, maybe just outpoint Gillespie, but Gillespie pressures him. I mean, it's gonna be could get tricky. This fight could get tricky if he puts pressure on him. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Brown by decision. I think the overs are solid here. The only thing I'm worried about the overs are like if Gillespie like puts pressure on him and he like backs him and then against the cage and then lands like a big hook and drops him. I mean, maybe finish him with submission or something. So maybe finish only for Gillespie. Gillespie finish only plus 140. Not bad. I mean, honestly, not bad. Over and a half minus 310. I think over. I think probably goes to the score for the Randy Brown wins. I don't really see Randy Brown finishing him. I know Randy Brown finished Salika, who's like Salika's not that good. Gillespie can actually grapple and strike also. He's actually really well rounded. I mean, Gillespie has been getting dropped recently though. He got dropped by Renat. He also got dropped before. I don't know if you got. No, he didn't get dropped in the Benoit something. He beat Benoit something like a drum. Yeah, and Solid Cup fight was like we should have won the Solid Cup fight. That was a really close fight, to be fair. But why did they have so many ads on Tab Holland? That's kind of annoying. Yeah, I'm picking Randy Brown, but I really don't have a lot of confidence in this one. I think I said as you couldn't even finish Muslim Salikov. Salikov was actually looking good in that fight. He just looked terrible his last time. You think Brown's your lock? Yes, I've heard that from you this week. I think I mean I'm picking him to win. I just don't have as much confidence as you can. I think he's gonna probably outwork Gajaleski. He's gonna be able to outstrike him. I feel like I don't really see a submission. He can go for submission. He's got long lengths. I mean, can he like catch him in like a submission? I don't really think it's likely. Gajaleski's really tough, man. He's only been finished like one time in the UFC. That was only by like a Lee Gang in the third round. So I don't really think knockout is that likely. I think submission. I think decision for Randy Brown. I'm gonna go decision. I mean, it's just a square pick. Everyone's picking decision. Yeah, I think decision. Unless Jeske looks absolutely terrible out there, but in that fight, even though he got dropped in the, he still showed that he's tough. You can still fight through adversity at this point. He's only 37. He's not that old. I mean, Randy Brown is like 33. He's not like Randy Brown's like 29 or some shit. My pick is Randy Brown by decision. What's the decision? Randy Brown by decision plus 175. Probably take fight goes the distance at that point if you're gonna bet because I think Randy Brown by decision is not terrible though plus 175. I'm probably gonna pass on this one because I've lost money betting against Nesky last time with Renat, so I had Renat by decision. Like I had Renat by money line and parlays. Not money line, I mean plus minus 3.5, which means so DraftKings some books although you get your money back when you bet those props. Or DraftKings like they don't give you your money back when you bet. If it's a draw, if the fight ends up being a draw and the props and stuff, you don't get your money back. So I bet plus minus 3.5 on Renat to win all 3 rounds, maybe find a finish. I bet him by decision also. Maybe should have just bet him by money line. But you would have got my money back there. So, but Zaleski is a tough dude, man. Even at this point, so I'm just gonna pass on this one. I had Zaleski in like a long shot underdog parlay with so maybe that can catch. Because I feel like if anyone's gonna win, any other underdog's gonna win, it's probably gonna be Zaleski. Um, what other props? I mean, maybe like Zaleski by ITD only, finish only, but yeah, maybe finish only for Jelaski because I feel like Randy Brown is kind of chinny at sometimes when you put pressure on him. He's tough though. I think he's gonna be able to outwork Jelaski. Jelaski plus 3.5. I think that's probably solid plus 3.5. Because I don't really see Jelaski being finished, and I think he's gonna keep it competitive in this fight. Now, even when Randy Brown's out there winning decisions, I mean, he's not winning like 30-27s out there. He's hardly ever winning 30-27s. Even that Turman fight was kind of close. That was a really close fight. The Saudi Cup, that's the only fight where he like dominated him. And Ronaldo fight, he got dropped in that fight also, so I almost got finished in that fight. It wasn't really close to being finished. I mean, Ronaldo dropped him, and then Randy Brown was able to recover and outwork him in the second, third round. I'm not sure if he got dropped in the second, first round. It was like one of those rounds. Chaos Williams fight, that fight should have probably been Chaos Williams. So these fights, a lot of these decisions that he's winning out there are really, really close. So I look at Gillespie plus 8.5. That's not terrible. Plus 8.5 for Gillespie. Well, I think Randy Brown probably outworks him, but not a lot of confidence there. Up next, we got Jayo Tunameda taking on the Alexander the Black one up. So let's see how this one goes. Almeida, man, Almeida should run. Like he should probably submit this guy earlier. But Romano's got some submission skills too. He's got a submission around Lima, right? Not under Lima. I mean, what's his name? Marcos Rogerio de Lima, who's actually like a really good grappler, has a black belt in BJJ. So he was actually on a good run back then. I mean, he was running through these guys in the first, like second round. I mean, I really thought this guy was gonna be like a fighting in the top 5, so he's gonna be fighting, challenging for the title. Before I saw that Martian Tabarra fight, then he came in overweight in that Wolkov fight. I mean, looked absolutely horrendous. I mean, Wolkov can use that reach and those T kicks. He was hurting to the body with those T kicks. Those body kicks were nasty. And he just wasn't in shape. He only had like 1 minute cardio, not even like a minute. He had like 30-second cardio. They just had no backup plan to fall back on. And that Blue was actually losing in PFNL. I faded him his last fight. I picked this Russian guy to beat him. Even though a lot of people were picking Ivanov there, a lot of people were like, a lot were really close, but that was a good time to fade Ivanov. Ivanov was like pretty fucking mid. I feel like he's just really tough and durable. That's the only thing Ivanov has going for him. And his striking is pretty mid. So Romano was able to strike him in that fight. I guess he just went out there and competed in the grappling match with Chris Dawkins. I guess Chris Dawkins is competing in grappling now. Wow. Because he got no chin. That sucks for Chris Dawkins. Yeah, I think Almeida probably by submission or grounded pound. I probably see a submission. He's gonna like throw some grounded pound. He's gonna get into a nice dominant position on the ground. He's got way better jiu-jitsu on the ground. He's got way better ground game. He's also been out there beating the better guys out there. Win over Derek Lewis looks good these days. Win over Rosenstrike looks good. Samil Abdurrahimov, I mean, whatever there. Anton Turkali, the Predator man. That win probably doesn't look as good these days, but I'm still he dominated him in the first round. I think this is Jaltameda all fucking day. I mean, this would be like it's a heavyweight fight, so you never know, I guess. But I think Jaltameda should dominate this fight. It should not be fucking close. We got Tai bets, and that was when Tai said Dulesky taking this L. Yeah, I'm picking Brown, bro, but I don't have a lot of confidence. Some of you guys in the chat. It says Strickland countdown was actually good. Yeah, I watched the countdown, bro. I watched the whole thing this morning. It was actually sick, bro. Even that, I mean, Islam versus Poirier countdown was actually really solid. We got Grimy now. Let's go Grimy in the house. He said ready for the fights this weekend. Didn't feel right, bro. Actually, like you're feeling better now, Grimy, or I mean, said ready for the fights. Didn't feel right. You mean you don't feel right about the fights, or you mean you aren't feeling good right now? Hope you feel better though soon. Okay, dog face. I don't think Rico's a pedophile, man. You gotta stop spreading rumors out there. All right, so I'm picking Almeida by submission. I think submission is gonna get the submission eventually. Maybe he can go for ground and pound, but I think he likes going for submissions. Even when he's like he'll like throw some ground and pound, then look for the neck. I think he's gonna catch the neck eventually. Um, I haven't placed any bet on this fight. Like I wanna parlay Almeida like or like maybe do. I was thinking about taking that fight doesn't go the distance because I feel like you could finish your Romanov. Romanov doesn't have the best cardio past the first round. I think you could take him down over and over, like gas him out and then finish him maybe like second down. Almeida by submission plus 125. Just take Almeida money line up probably if you're gonna play anything. I think Almeida money line is probably solid. Um, ITD was ITD for minus 110 for Almeida. Probably submission. I like the submission to call there. Plus 125. What's the round two? Round one, round two. Almeida to win round one, round two. Plus 115. That's probably solid. Plus 115 for him to win round one, round two. I think he's gonna get a second round finish here. So that's my pick. Round one, round two finish for Almeida. This is a good matchup for him. I mean, Romanov doesn't really have the striking or like the power on the feet. I feel like to really like hurt Almeida when he's going for these takedowns. Yeah, Almeida by submission second on. All right, guys. Up next, we got Kevin Holland taking on Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. Good matchup, man. I think this is Kevin Holland's. He's gonna bounce back here, man. I don't really think Mikhail Oleksiejczuk because he's okay. He's durable. Like he's tough. He's a good boxer. Um, not that technical. I feel like he's actually doing fine at light heavyweight. I mean, beating Sam Alvey. Sam Alvey was like he was on like a 8-5 win losing streak. I mean, going into that fight, that was like a dessert. Like he got cut off for that one finally. Sam Alvey was actually he became a champion in Karate Combat recently. I don't know if you guys watch Karate Combat at all. But he recently just became a champion in Karate Combat. I think Kevin Holland's gonna be the better striker from the outside. He's gonna have better body kicks and stuff like better. He's gonna control the range better than Mikhail Oleksiejczuk. Mikhail Oleksiejczuk can need to get on the inside. That's where he's probably better. I feel like he's got better like boxing than Kevin Holland. I feel like, but Kevin Holland has better striking overall. I mean, striking overall. Mikhail doesn't throw any kicks. I mean, doesn't really throw any leg kicks, body kicks and stuff. Like he's mostly just trying to get on the inside, trying to land one of those hooks. I think Holland's gonna be able to. He's gonna see these. He's gonna see Mikhail telegraphing those hooks from the inside. Holland should probably like take him down. I mean, if he takes him down, it's gonna be like easy submission because I think Mikhail's submission defense is horrendous. Like, I've done pretty well picking Mikhail Legitic fight. I picked Michelle Pereira by submission, and a lot of people were picking by knockout. Picked I think I picked Mikhail Legitic to be TD in there. I picked him by second on TKO. And he finished him in the first round TKO, but he was almost. I mean, he was close to being finished himself because Chidi was working him in the first like 2 minutes. But Chidi gassed out and just gave up in that fight. Picked Brahalio by submission there. A lot of people really didn't think he was gonna get a submission against, but that was Brahalio's first submission, like first submission. I cast like a nice submission parlay in that one. I've cast Rodolfo Vieira over Corey Brandes in that fight. And I cast, yeah, Rodolfo Vieira got a submission also, second submission. I called both of the second submission there. And also picked Songdong as a dog. That was a really good card for me. I wasn't really making a lot of like videos back then, but that was a really good card. Yeah, Mikael man, he's got like no submission defense, can't really grapple, doesn't have any grappling to fall back on if striking doesn't really work out for him. This is an easy. I think this is an easy matchup for It's actually an easy matchup for Kevin Holland. I feel like he just needs to win the power on the inside. If he gets caught with like a hook, I mean maybe he can get stunned. His chin is solid though, man. He's been fighting the way better guys. Other than Mikkel fighting Mikel Pereira. Kevin Holland's out there fighting MVP. I picked MVP as a dog. I picked Jack Della Maddalena as a dog in that one. Jack Della Maddalena was actually plus 105 when we bet on him. I picked Kevin Holland to beat Costa. I picked him over Santiago Ponchinibbio. I did pick Kevin Holland to beat Wonder Boy, which is he could have wrestled. I mean, he could have grappled in that fight if he wanted to. He just didn't want to grapple in that fight. Obviously, I picked him to beat him, so it should be like 5-1. Yeah, it should be 5-1 in those last 6 fights. I think Kevin Holland by submission. I'm gonna say like a second on submission. I think the first one's gonna be competitive. I think all the judges in the gas out in the second round. He's got terrible cardio, and also welterweights are way more technical than these light heavyweights. Middleweight now. Look at all the issues fight at light heavyweight before, so this fight is at 185. So I think Kevin Holland's gonna have success at 185. He's actually fought at 205 before he fought Thiago Santos back in the short notice, so he can deal with the power. I mean, he's actually been fighting power punches out there, so I'm not really worried about him getting like caught by a big punch. The chin is not terrible. Like I said, I put money on Demopolis last card. That was good. That was a good play there, Rami. A really good play. I told people to bet the plus 8 now Demopolis, and I just didn't bet it myself. I probably should have listened to myself there. And like I said, I think Mikel gets finished, but he might be more hungry to win more than Holland. I don't think that's gonna matter. He's pretty tough though. He's probably tough, but he gets finished, man. He gets subbed a lot. It's not easy to TKO him, I guess. Like it's not easy to get him out there with TKO. Also, you gotta club and sub him. Man. That's the way people finish him out there. Jimmy Crude, I mean submission. Jimmy Crude has nice crowd though. Always saying proof finish him by submission. So most of these guys are out there submitting him when they like stun him on the feet. That's what Michel Pereira was able to do: stun him on the feet, then with the body kick, and then catch him in the submission. I should have bet the submission. It's plus 650, man. We're probably never gonna see that plus 650 number on a Michel Pereira by submission anytime soon. Well, yeah, I picked him by like a second on submission. Michel Pereira over Olajic. I was thinking about betting in. I just didn't like pull the trigger. I was worried that Michel Pereira might just TKO him because Michel Pereira was showing a lot of power. But Michel Pereira likes club and subbing guys, I guess now. I think Holland's gonna be. I think submission. I think submission is more likely than TKO because Olajic, even when he's hurt, he can still survive out there. He's not just gonna fall down really quickly. I like Holland by submission. The submission is actually good plus money there. I'm already gonna bet the IGD by Holland. I was thinking about parlaying him. I guess you can parlay him because I like him as a parlay piece, but you're paying a lot of juice on the parlay piece. Minus 270 for parlay piece. Um, this fight's not even favored to go the distance. I think ITD for Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland. Let me see. What's the ITD for Kevin Holland? I think it's gonna be like minus 105, right? Um, Kevin Holland minus 250 for. That makes sense for Kevin Holland to be minus 250. His JDM fight. I mean, JDM fight was really close. The only reason he lost that fight was because he was like the way he was reacting to those punches. I mean, it wasn't really good look. He was like turning away from the JDM. I just don't really like seeing that. Where's ITD for Kevin Holland? Let's see. Minus 105, yeah, for Kevin Holland. ITD, I think he's gonna get a finish here. I don't mind that. I think you can also take the under 2.5 rounds here. Well, I like the finish. I mean, Kevin Holland has some third round finishes, so might as well take him ITD. I think ITD is good play here because he can also get a knockout, but I think submission is more likely than a knockout. Submission plus 275. Like you never know with Kevin Holland, it might just like go for a ground and pound finish. But I think submission is gonna be right there if he wants to get the submission. But I think you're more likely to get a bonus with a knockout than a submission. from the UFC, so he might go for a knockout. But I'm gonna call submission for Kevin Holland. Second on submission for Kevin Holland is my pick in this one. Um, you're gonna go McCall by decision. I don't think he's gonna win. Maybe you can like is he gonna how's he gonna win like decision though? He's gonna have to like he's gonna have to get on the inside and outbox Kevin Holland for 3 rounds, and I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't. He doesn't have any footwork like MVP. I mean, I picked MVP there, and I bet him by decision plus 225. I was confident MVP was gonna be able to. We actually bet him live stream decision. I gave you guys that play decision live in the live stream. So I was like MVP, like even when because he dropped him, I think once or twice in that fight, and he couldn't really finish him though. I mean, MVP is like I don't think Mikhail is on the level of MVP. I don't really think so. I don't think Mikhail is as good as these guys that he's out there fighting. Even like Wonder Boy. I mean, all these guys would beat Mikhail. I would pick all of them over Mikhail Jiu. To be honest with you. I mean, I get it if you want to go Mikhail because Kevin Holland is like 2-4 his last couple fights, but I think Kevin Holland bounces back. This is a good fight, good matchup for him. He's not old either. He's only 31 years old. He's had a lot of fights though, but only 31 years old. Fought way better competition overall. And welterweights are also more skilled than middleweights and light heavyweights. Submission, second on submission is my pick there. All right, guys, call main right down now. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you guys hit the like button, guys. We need to get the algorithm flowing on YouTube. And let's go. How many likes we got? We should already have over like 10 likes. Come on, we got 17 likes. Please hit 17 likes, guys. Let's go. All right, so Strickland versus Costa, man. I mean, I know people are out there picking Costa. I get it. He's a power puncher. He can probably like catch Strickland with something crazy. I don't know. I don't really see it. I really don't see it. I mean, he did look really good in the Whitaker fight. That was impressive. I had Whitaker by decision. I was like, damn, he's gonna get knocked out in this fight. Because I was like, maybe that was because he got knocked out in the Duplessis fight. So he wasn't really. He was trying to prove to. Whitaker was talking about the fact that he's trying to prove to himself that he can eat a punch now from these power punchers. That's why he's like sitting in the pocket for so long. I don't think Strickland's gonna sit in the pocket like Whitaker was doing in that fight. I think he's gonna use his boxing, striking defense, some of the best striking defense at middleweight, and he's pretty durable, man. He's actually fought some power punchers. He should technically be, he could be 5-0 his last couple fights because that Jared Cannonier fight was a robbery. Like, that was a blatant robbery. I actually bet Jared Cannonier there, and it was a fucking robbery. It was a terrible. Jared Cannonier was actually like, I think it was actually slightly favored in that fight, and it was like a bad decision because Jared Cannonier was wasn't really landing anything clean. He was landing some body shots later in the fight. So, because he was missing a lot from when he's trying to headhunt, but he wasn't really landing anything clean. But it was maybe the forward pressure from Cannonier, and that was also a 5-round fight. I think Cannonier has a better cardio than Costa overall. Striking, I mean, they got similar striking though. Cannonier probably has better striking, throws more volume also than Costa. I mean, the only fight Costa has been 5 rounds and was the Morono fight. I feel like every other fight, he was in that Adesanya 5-round fight, but he got worked like crazy. He got TKO'd like embarrassed in that fight. Yeah, I mean that Morono fight, that was the only fight that was 5 rounds, and he came in overweight, missed weight like crazy. But he was landing some nice body kicks. I think he might have won the 5th round there, so it was impressive there. He can go 5 rounds anytime. What I do like on this fight is I like the over 1.5 in the parlay a lot. I mean, I don't see a finish in the 1st round at all. Like, I think it's probably gonna go the distance. I'm picking Strickland by decision, but I think it's probably gonna go the distance. I like the over. I think this fight goes over. I'm pretty confident over here. We got Rigo now. It's gonna Rigo some show. Perra beats up Tondo. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Bro, he fights at 185, bro. Like, I don't think he would ever fight at 205. He's pretty big for like middleweight though. Maybe he could move up to light heavyweight. Well, I don't know. I want to see him fight someone like in the top 10 before like I'm gonna say that he beats Porton. But you never know. I mean, Michel Pearl's been looking like a monster at 185, so you never know. But I don't know. Does he catch Pearl? Like, he's catching these guys. He's out there like taking care of business, right? So yeah, TJ Michel Pearl would beat Gender Bender. Yeah, he probably could beat Adesanya though. Adesanya is like more of a counter striker because he could probably blitz Adesanya. Prodigy in the house going to Prodigy Strickland in over 1.5 rounds. I like the over 1.5, just over 1.5 in a parlay alone. We could probably go with under over 1.5 rounds in this fight and over 1.5 in that Matthews versus Rowe fight. You're gonna get plus money there. Ty said never bet company man except Strickland. Yeah, I think Strickland. This is a good bounce back spot for Strickland, man. I picked Duplessis in that fight, his last fight. That was a really close fight. I bet Duplessis at plus it was like plus 110 or some shit. It was like plus 120. It was like barely plus money on Duplessis. The odds are actually like almost even money there. Let me see what was the line that I bet him at. It was like plus 110, I think, or like plus 120 or some shit. It was like odds are really close now. And 297. I gotta go way back, and I think it was like a slight underdog in that one. And some people think Strickland might have won that fight. That was like a really close fight. Bro, how long ago was it? Probably not gonna be able to find. Okay, I can probably find it here. 1 second. 297. Okay, I can't fucking find it. It's all good. Oh, no, I can't find it. But yeah, Duplessis, like, he was mixing in takedowns. Costa gonna mix in takedowns. I don't really think he's gonna mix in takedowns in this fight. Adeline, you like Costa in this one, or who do you like in this one? Sadler, what's going on, Sadler? It said, bro, don't forget what happened to Sean Strickland last time he fought a big Brazilian. What was it? Porton, bro. Porton. I don't really think like there's no way you think Costa's as good as Porton, right? There's no way. What's going on? We got Millie in the house. Let's go, Millie. He used your intro on the used your clip on the intro, bro. That was sick. Bro, Rigo, you need to make me an intro. I need an intro for my videos too. I gotta learn how to make an intro. That was a sick intro though. Cosmo said Ikram beats them all. Yeah, I think Ikram could beat Duplessis though. Like he could. I feel like he could beat Duplessis because Duplessis striking is kind of sloppy. Rigo and Millie, I thought he was from the same place as Jorgen de Castro. Nah, it was crazy. I said, I'm telling you all, Hammer Strickland versus Costa goes a distance. Yeah, I like the over 1.5 in a parlay. It's really safe. I feel like it probably goes over 2.5 rounds too, but I think it goes a distance. I think it goes a distance overall. But 5 rounds is a long fucking time, bro. Like 25 minutes is a long time. Sadir said, I'm saying Porton has precision and power. Yeah, I think Costa doesn't have like his boxing is okay. Like he'll rip some body shots and stuff, but I don't think it's. I don't know. Like I'm not really that impressed with Costa. He did look really good in that Whitaker fight. To be fair to Costa, I mean he was looking good in that fight. He came back after a layoff and looked really good in the Whitaker fight. So he's probably gonna look better than he did in the Whitaker fight. I don't know. I want to see him go out there and beat someone in the top 5. He hasn't beat anyone in the top 5 like ever. The Romero fight was really fucking close. They knocked each other down. They were knocking each other down in that fight. That was just a slobber knocker. I want to see him beat someone like if he goes out and beats Strickland, I'll be like, okay, this guy can maybe challenge for the title, really like be a problem for like someone like a Duplessis. I don't know. I'm not really sold on him. He's got a lot of knockouts. I mean, 4 knockouts at the UFC level. The last person he knocked out was Uriah Hall. Luke Rockhold couldn't really finish Luke Rockhold. I was all over. I had like at least a couple units on Costa by knockout there. I should have probably taken the money line in parlay, but I was like calling them a lock of the century, Costa to knock out Luke Rockhold because Luke Rockhold was coming back after like a couple of knockouts in a row. How many knockouts was he on? Like I think it was on like he got knocked out by Blachowicz, knocked out by Romero, knocked out by Bisping. Like he was like on a 3-fight knockout losing streak. Not like 2 back-to-back, but 3 in a row. I was like, yeah, I think Costa's gonna starch him in the first like 2 rounds, and Costa just looked terrible in that fight. He was getting taken on by like Luke Rockhold even. Like he was mixing in takedowns. To be fair, can he take down Strickland though? I'm not really sure. I don't really think Strickland takedown defense is pretty solid. Even when Duplessis was taking him down, wasn't really able to hold him down. I think I said he couldn't even KO Rob, and Duplessis finished him on the feet. Yeah. I think people kind of overrate Costa's power. Like, if he catches Strickland clean, maybe he can hurt him. I mean, I don't really think it's going to be enough to finish him, though. Hit him in the spinning back fit, spinning wheel kick or hook kick, I think. Spinning wheel kick, I think it was wheel kick. If he lands something like that, I mean, we have seen a Strickland get knocked out cold with something like that before. It was a Gillespie fight where he got hit with the heel hook. hook kick. It was a hook kick, I think. Hugo said Costa has pillow feet. Yeah. He should have knocked out Whitaker, right? With that wheel kick. I mean, if you really have that much power, you should. Because Whitaker is pretty chinny. He's been. You see Whitaker getting knocked down. He even got dropped by a jab from Duplessis in that first round. So you should have probably knocked him down at least, like with the wheel kick. And the wheel kick was actually clean. Yeah, I think Strickland has better defense than Whitaker. Better striking defense. I'm pretty confident Strickland here. I think Strickland's gonna win. I think he's gonna work this guy like crazy. Strickland's always out there training too, man. Training at Extreme Couture. Yeah, I like Strickland here a lot, man. Costa's barely positive, like unless that's Luke Rockhold. Never mind. I think it's 6-3 in the UFC, right? He's 6-3, and lost tomorrow. If you're losing a striking match tomorrow, Vittori, bro, like I really can't pick you over Strickland. Just simple as that. I don't know, like Vittori has a chin on him though. He's really fucking tough. Vittori, I mean that fight with Cannonier showed how tough Vittori is. So he's gonna have to land like a big shot on Strickland. Better hope he knocks him out cold, because if Strickland survives, I mean, he's probably not gonna finish him. He's gonna need to knock him out cold with something crazy. I think it's gonna be like the first rounds. He's gonna have an opportunity to land something crazy, but after the first few rounds, I think it's gonna be fucking Strickland all day. I'm picking Strickland by I don't really see him finishing Costa. Costa's really tough though. I think this says, I mean, it's 5 rounds, man. Like it's tough. This isn't 25 minutes. I want to see this. I want to see a finish in this fight. So hopefully we see a finish later. But I think Strickland. I'm gonna pick Strickland because I like Strickland here. Luis said Strickland will be out cold like Bryce Mitchell style. Nah, I don't really see that. I guess we'll find out, Luis. We'll find out in the live stream. I'll be live for the card. I'm hoping to find out, man. You think he just knocks him out in the first round, like? Bro, I think Vittori's like, you can't knock a Vittori, like, not Vittori. I mean, Whitaker, like, you should at least knock him down, right? If you got that much power, like, you should at least knock him down at least once. Rigo said Vittori ate a clean high kick from Costa, like nothing. Yeah, Vittori's chin is under, like, I think he's probably got one of the best chins in the game right now. Next to Dan Ige, I mean, Munoz Jr., like, these other guys, like, I mean, like, who else had a better chin? I actually thought Jamal Hill chin was solid before he fought Poirier. I mean, Vittori probably has one of the best chins in the game right now. I mean, definitely has one of the best chins in the game right now. Because Cannonier fight was crazy. I mean, that was an absolute crazy fight. He almost finished Cannonier in the first round, though. But I think it's a Costa last win is Rockhold. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he was looking good in the Whitaker fight. But Whitaker wasn't really like he wasn't really moving in and out of range like he normally does. He was like planting his feet more, like sitting in the pocket longer, like. I feel like Strickland's gonna outbox this guy easy, man. He just needs to watch out for these overhand rights and left hooks that Costa likes swinging. Ty said donkeys don't throw spinning heel kicks. Jackasses do. Grimy said Marvin has a cement block for a head. Yeah, I agree with you there, Grimy. I definitely agree with you there, man. He's got a fucking it's not even like a human head. Vittori is a blockhead. I think he would survive a Poirier left hook. I guess we gotta find out, right? That's the fight that makes sense. If Poirier goes out there and beats Ankalaev, I mean, give him fucking. If he goes out there and knocks out Ankalaev, I mean, there's really no one else. Because he's probably not gonna like John Jones. Probably not like John Jones wants to fight him, right? But John Jones, I mean, if as much as I want to see Poirier versus John Jones, I mean, you can't really like what about Aspinall, right? Are we just gonna forget about Aspinall then for John Jones? Like it's fucking that's like, as much as I want to see that Poirier, like, but yeah, that Vittori fight Poirier, like I think he probably could survive that left hook because this guy's chin is just unreal. I mean, that left hook is crazy though. That's like night when Poirier lands that left hook. Lane says Strickland's gonna be a tough fight for him, but he's got that IQ. Yeah, exactly. Like he trains the spars a lot too. He spars like fucking 10, 15 rounds every day. That's all he does. Spars. I mean, he spars all the time. He's out there like sparring with the power punchers out there. It's not like he hasn't fought power punchers. Like he fought Cannonier, fought Duplessis. I mean, Duplessis landed some big shots on him. He just took those big shots. I think Duplessis has more one punch power than Costa, to be honest. Costa's got some power too, but maybe you can hurt him to the body. I think that's where he's gonna need to invest in. He's gonna need to invest in the body of Strickland. Because I think he's gonna have a hard time landing on Strickland's head. Because like Strickland rolls with punches pretty well. Like he moves his head. He's got nice head movement. So striking defense is solid. He rolls with punches pretty well. So I think Costa's gonna need to invest to the body like he was doing in the Uriah Hall fight. I like the over 1.5 and the parlay a lot. It should be. I think the over 1.5 is like -310. It's chalky, but I think it goes over for sure. Damn, they actually moved the over now. So it was like they had over set at 2.5, I think, or 3.5 rounds. So over 1.5 is -310. That's not, yeah, that's a good line. Over 1.5 -310. Good parlay piece, I feel like. Over, you can take the over 2.5 rounds too, but I feel more comfortable taking the over 1.5 than the over 2.5 rounds. I think we're gonna see like these guys taking their time and stuff. This is a big opportunity for Costa also. I don't think he's just gonna rush in. He does go crazy in the first round. You gotta like, if you're gonna play as Costa, you might as well play him by like round 1, round 2 KO. Because I don't think he's gonna land enough volume over the course of 5 rounds to win a decision. Let's look at the odds in this one. So we got Strickland coming in at -238. I've been thinking about parlaying Strickland, and I just like the power kind of scares me of Costa, but I don't really. I think Costa's power is kind of overrated. Strickland by decision +215. I mean, I don't really see Strickland knocking him out though. I mean, Costa's gonna have to be really tired to get knocked out, TKO'd. Costa's pretty tough, man. Even when he's tired, he still fights through it. Costa by decision +800. Imagine Costa goes out there, wins 3 rounds, and gets some knockdowns or something. Yeah, I like the over. I think the over is a solid. I think it's gonna be a competitive fight. I think Strickland's gonna win though by decision. So +215 for Strickland by decision. Fight goes a distance, +150. I think that's solid. Fight goes a distance. It's tough though because you want to see a finish in this fight. It's the big card. So probably fight goes a distance likely. I think Strickland gets it on the scorecards. I think it's a Kopilov gonna win Dylan Burka for me. Yo, Dylan Burka, I don't know how he ever made CFC. I guess it was a short notice fight for him there. Yeah, I picked Mera to beat Burka. Burka was like, I don't know what people. I mean, if you pick Burka, I guess you're probably like sitting happy in the first round because he's taken him down in the first round. After the first round, I mean, he just looked terrible. He had no cardio left. He was trying to hold on for dear life. Wasn't really doing any damage either. Yeah, I'm picking Strickland on the scorecards. I mean, score pick, but I don't really like. I really want to pick Costa, but watching tape on this guy, like I just don't feel like he's gonna be able to. He's gonna need to land that knockout punch early. If the longer it goes, I think Strickland's gonna be. He's gonna be better, more durable later. He's gonna have better cardio. He can land the more volume. Also, he's gonna be sticking the jab out there, in Costa's face. The jab will slow you down. That's gonna slow him down for like just rushing in and trying to like land something crazy in Strickland. I feel like the jab's gonna be money for Strickland. Strickland does have a lot of fights in his career though, so he hasn't really been taking damage though. Like he took some damage in that Duplessis fight, but barely any damage. It wasn't really like Duplessis wasn't really landing anything clean. And I like that was a really close fight. You could be like I think could be 5-0 his last 5 fights because that Cannonier fight was bullshit. I think Strickland won that fight. And that Duplessis fight, I picked Duplessis, but he actually looked really good. He could have won that fight also. So Strickland's actually like looking a lot better out there, fighting the way better guys. Yeah, I'm picking Strickland by maybe late TKO, but probably like decision. Costa's really tough though. Strickland's gonna need to clip him with something crazy to knock him down and then finish him. He could finish him. I mean, he could finish Costa. We have seen Costa finish in that Izzy fight, but Izzy was like kicking his legs off completely. All right, guys. Next fight on the card. Luis said Costa about whatever he wants. Okay, we will see about that, Luis. Bro, like it'd be nice for Costa to get it done and then fight Duplessis like for the title. Like, but this is like UFC's actually doing my favor here, so he should not be getting this opportunity. For being honest, right now, because he just lost to Whitaker. Right, he's in the top 5. Like, he just lost to Whitaker in the top 5. His only solid win was Luke Rockhold came back after like a layoff, and that was like really competitive fight. And the Romero fight, who fights tonight. Romero's actually still winning at 46 years old. I mean, fucking shout out to Romero, man. We picked him over Thiago Santos in PFL this year as a dog. He was underdog at 46 years old, still out there winning. So that win over Romero doesn't look terrible even these days. The Adesanya fight, he just got slaughtered in that one. He got dry humped also. Like, is he fucking really embarrassing in that one? That Marmotori fight, I mean, that was kind of competitive. He was landing some nice body kicks. He can maybe have some success with the body kicks in this fight, some body shots and stuff. That's where you should probably invest in early to slow down Strickland a bit. All right, guys, main event time now. Let's go. Make sure you guys smash the like button, guys, on the stream. Appreciate you guys watching the stream overall. We've been here like almost fucking 2 hours, so we gotta like I got 15 more minutes in me. Costa versus Strickland versus Sure Bullet, bro. Sure Bullet's fighting the other guy, Raid, that guy that has like 30 fights overall. I can't remember his name right now, but that guy actually fought Duplessis. Let me see if I can bring him back. So Duplessis, the guy that is Sure Bullet is fighting this guy. The Duplessis knocked out like back in the day. What was it? Yeah, this guy. Joe Ilton. Yeah, Joe. He's fighting this guy, Joe Ilton, right? That's actually a good matchup, man. People are like, "Oh, this guy's fighting an absolute can." He's not a can. This guy's not a can. It's actually like he's fought everywhere. He's out there fighting kids level, even though he's like 0-2 in the PFL. But he's actually been fighting some solid guys out there, a lot of experience out there. So that's gonna be a good matchup with Sherbollet. I'm picking Sherbollet though, but it's gonna be a lot more competitive than people think. I feel like. All right, guys. Next fight, main event time now. Let's go. Makachev versus Poirier. Now, if you guys know, like, I really want to see Poirier win, bro. Like, get that title and retire. Like, that'd be fucking nice. That'd be like a happy ending for Poirier. Finally getting that belt, but we don't see a lot of happy endings in the UFC. So, Makachev probably gonna. I mean, Makachev can knock him out. Also, I feel like people are kind of sleeping on his striking in this fight. Makachev can wrestle, one of the best striking defense in the UFC overall. Like, Makachev has some of the best striking defense in the UFC. Barely gets touched. The only fight where we saw him kind of look human was that recently was that Volkanovski first fight. That was the only fight that he kind of looked human in. Every other fight, he's actually out there dominating these guys. Like, this guy's striking defense is what's Makachev's striking defense? Because people are too worried about the grappling, where they're not really letting their hands go. He's only getting landed at 1.27 significant strikes per minute. Like, that's unreal. I mean, I think he probably had the best striking defense before that Volkanovski first fight. I think he did have the best striking defense in UFC history before that Volkanovski first fight. He was barely getting touched by like less than one significant strike per minute. Yeah, he was like, I think it was striking defense was like even better before that fight, but he got landed on by Volkanovski a couple of times. But this is, I mean, Poirier's got some power, man. So Poirier doesn't really give a fuck about the grappling. I mean, maybe he can blitz him. I mean, land something crazy because Poirier can knock you out with the right hook. He can knock you out with the left hook. Poirier has a lot of power, man. So that's what Poirier needs to do. He just needs to go for it. Don't play around with the grappling. Don't pull a fucking guillotine choke. As much as we want to see him submit Makachev with the guillotine, but he should just stay away from the grappling. His takedown defense is why I'm gonna pick Makachev because Poirier gets taken on way too easy, bro. Like, Benoit something took him down. Oliveira even took him down. Like, if you're getting taken down by Oliveira, like, Oliveira is a good grappler, but not really known as a wrestler. Bro, like, I haven't placed any bet on this fight yet. I'm probably gonna do Makachev by submission, which is everyone's betting submission. I mean, knockout could be likely grounded pound, but I think grounded pound is gonna be tough on Poirier. Poirier can get a finish also, so I see this going under 2.5 rounds, under 3.5 rounds. I think the unders are all live here. Henning said, bro, Glaze is fluffy. Who we're talking right now? Rigo said I couldn't handle Chris Curtis killing Bull. Bro, they're gonna make that fight. I mean, that probably makes sense right now for Bull to be fighting Chris Curtis, but I think he could knock out Bull Nickel. I think he could. I think Bull Nickel, bro, like when Cody Brundle was defending those takedowns, I mean, Bull Nickel was not looking comfortable out there on the feet. They're probably gonna take their time. I think they're gonna get Bull Nickel at least 10 fights in before they give him someone like close to the rankings. I think Chris Curtis is ranked right now, right? Yeah. I don't think they're gonna give him Chris Curtis yet. Ty Salvatore has been an ass since he moved to Strickland Gym. hasn't he been training over there forever though? Like, I thought he was training over there forever. I know he trains with Chris Curtis and Strickland. And he said I want Bull to sub Fluffy so that Lucas can cry about it. Is Lucas, is he really like a big fan of Bo Nickel? Like I didn't know he's like a big fan of Bo Nickel. But I can't believe Bo Nickel couldn't get the submission early. Like I had the under 1.5 in a parlay and then fucking killed my under 1.5. Because Brendan was trying to fight through submissions and stuff. Eventually he got sub later in the second round though, but Brock is fluffy. Yeah, and I know he said Coppola would beat Izzy, right? Didn't he say that Coppola beats Izzy and he beats I think he said Coppola was the best striker right now in the UFC. Um, I don't know what he's smoking. Saying Coppola was the best striker in the UFC right now is crazy. Costa said, "Imagine Makachev submits Dawson with the Gilly. I think he might do that. Like he's been training that Gilly right in the training camp, so he might do that." Rigo said, "I can't wait till Bo is champion for like he's not gonna be champion for that long. I mean, maybe he can. Middleweight's not that crazy though, so his striking needs to improve though. I think he's probably gonna work on the striking as he gets more fights in." What's going on? We got McCliff's in the house. Let's go, McCliff's. He said, "I'm picking. Do you think the over 1.5 rounds in that Holland fight, McHill hits, bro? I would not play the over, but that fight is too dangerous, bro, to play over in. I like the over in the Costa and Strickland fight, and over in the Matthews versus Rowe fight more than that Holland fight. It probably goes over, but I don't know. I don't know. Like all the Jiu-Jitsu is like really tough though. It's really durable. His like dropping defense is non-existent. I think I said they should give both to Brendan Allen. Yeah, he could. Can he out wrestle Brendan Allen? Brendan Allen probably submits him though. Yeah, Brendan Allen's like he's close to getting a title shot right now. I don't think it makes sense for him to fight Bo Nickel right now. He should probably fight someone like Chris Curtis. I mean, who's like in the top 15. I mean, close to top 15. And I'm not even sure if he's. I think he's ranked in the top 15 still. He probably should fight someone like that. Yeah, Brendan Allen is in the top rankings. He's ranked in number like 2 or 3 or some shit like that. Islam is the too defensively sound on the feet. Dawson will not kill him. Yeah, exactly. If Islam plays that, I mean, boxing range, I mean, with Poirier's got some hooks, man. Poirier's got some power, but I think Makachev is not dumb. I mean, Habib is in his corner. He trains with Habib. I mean, this team, I mean, there's a reason they're champions, right? I mean, Makachev is a champion right now. There's a reason that Habib was a champion, and these guys barely ever lose out there because they're smart. I mean, they're not dumb. They're not gonna do what Benoit Saint was out there doing in the second on striking with Poirier. Even if he strikes with him, he could knock him out also. I think Makachev can knock him out also. As crazy as that sounds, I know it sounds crazy, but I feel like you could catch him with something crazy like a head kick. Or head kick's probably gonna be hard because Poirier is pretty long and rangy. Gaethje was able to catch him with a head kick, so maybe you can set up a head kick. If Poirier's too worried about the takedowns, maybe you can set up like a head kick or like something like that, something crazy. Oh, I don't really want to see Poirier just get knocked out though. Poirier, I mean, hopefully Poirier wins. I mean, I want Poirier to win, but I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen. We're not gonna see a fairy tale ending here. Or you said half of Vittori's losses are to Izzy or Izzy's son. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For Vittori's like he's just durable as fuck, man. He's just lost to Cannonier. Like actually bet money on him in that Cannonier fight. And he probably should have finished Cannonier because he's close to finishing Cannonier in the first round, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the fight where he almost finished. He knocked down Cannonier in the first round, then he got like yeah, Cannonier like broke the significant striking record in that fight. It was like he like landed the most significant strikes anyone's ever landed in a fight. I mean, I had the over 4.5 rounds, so I'm happy that Vittori Chin is fucking like he's just got a blockhead for a chin. This guy's never getting knocked out ever. But yeah, I was like, I broke even on that fight because I had Vittori money line and I had over 4.5 rounds. Ty said Dustin hopefully KOs Islam. It's probably not gonna happen Ty because we don't get fairy tale endings in MMA normally. What's going on, Mortal in the house? That Poirier is good boxing only in the pocket. It's so easy for Makachev to close the distance and take him down. I think Makachev, even from the outside, he can have some success from the outside countering, but he should probably like get the takedowns. I don't think he's gonna be dumb into trading on the feet. That's gonna be Poirier's best chance to win this fight on the feet, catching with the hook, because Poirier's got he's willing to just exchange and firefight. That's Poirier's a fucking junkyard dog, so it's gonna be mostly on the feet if he wants to exchange on the feet. Let's look at the odds for this one. So they have the props and everything out. I think the under 3.5 rounds is solid in a parlay. I think it goes under 3.5 rounds. I mean, both these guys are out there finishing each other. They're like Makachev has finished like the last 6 guys out there. Other than he's finished 6 of 7 wins, so Poirier's out there like he hasn't gone the distance in a minute, right? The last time he went the distance was in that Dan Hooker fight back in 2020. Poirier hasn't gone the distance in a fucking long time. He's hardly ever going past the 3rd round also, and Makachev said he's going to finish with us under 3 rounds. So I think under 3.5 rounds is a solid parlay piece. Under 4.5 rounds, Makachev by submission. I mean, he might inside distance is like -250. So you might as well take under 3.5 rounds, under 4.5 rounds. I think it goes under. I see this going under, yeah, under 2.5 rounds. I don't know about under 2.5 because it could maybe go over 2.5. Maybe like a late 3rd round finish or some shit like that. But I think it goes under 3.5 rounds. I'm gonna pick under 3.5 rounds. Makachev by submission plus 100. I think Makachev by submission is solid. You might want to get a ground and pound though. You never know with these guys. But I think it's gonna be easy to get a submission than a ground and pound finish. Poirier by KO plus 700. If you're playing Poirier, you might as well play the money line. Like why play around with the props on Poirier? Because the money line is like really close to. We might do like a fun bet on the live stream for Poirier. If you guys spam W in the chat if you guys want us to do a fun bet on Poirier live on the live stream. We'll do like something like a KO or like a submission or something like that. What's the KO? We'll play it live on the stream. I'm down to do something like that because this might be Poirier's last fight in the UFC. But I mean, I'm picking Makachev. Obviously, Makachev's gonna win more than likely. Like 9 out of 10 times, Makachev wins this fight. But if he does something stupid out there, like starts trading in the pocket and just like let me just try to knock this guy out, you can definitely get knocked out also. Because Poirier has that fucking fight-ending power. Poirier by ITD is plus 550. Yeah, we're probably just gonna play the money line live just for fun, just for like a fun stream bet. Because Poirier said he's gonna retire after this fight, so he might just retire after this one. Costa said previous opponents have said Islam is like a wet blanket and top. So if Dustin survives round 1, he's gonna get tired as fuck, get finished in round 2. Just watch. Yeah, I see a finish. I mean, but I'm probably gonna do something fun, bro. Like this might be the last time we see Dustin Poirier like fight out there. He said he's gonna retire. Win or lose, he's gonna retire after this fight. Ty Salvatore needs to give up on his Italian dream. Bro, I mean, as long as his chin holds up, man, he's still got a chance of becoming champion eventually, someday, right? If his chin gives up, I mean, he might as well just retire because that chin is the only thing keeping him in the rankings right now, middleweight. You said I hope Poirier wins. Yeah, me too, man. But I don't think it's likely gonna happen. We never know. I mean, it's MMA. You never know anything can happen in this game. You can never really count anyone out. Lane said I think Poirier has that fight gonna be close. Yeah, Poirier in that one. I mean, I respect the pick there, Lane. But I'll probably do a fun live stream bet on Poirier moneyline just for fun. And Ty said, Mud Pie, how can you say that he was winning Dustin Poirier with the grappling and pressure and got caught in the feet and KO enough cope, give Dustin Poirier's respect. Dude, Robert said, we'll probably do a live stream, fun bet on the live stream for Poirier moneyline. Because, I mean, ITD is like only like plus 100 more than moneyline. I don't have Makachev in any parlays or anything, so if you're gonna parlay Makachev, you should have done it like a month ago or like 2 weeks ago when it was like minus 350, like minus 400. Like you don't really want to play it minus 600, bro. Like fuck, you're not really getting much juice there. Like if you're gonna parlay Makachev at this point, you might as well take him like ITD if you're gonna parlay him now. But I think you missed your opportunity. You gotta select the method of victory. I like the under 3.5 rounds. I think it goes under 3.5 rounds. But yeah, I'm just gonna like this might be Poirier's last fight, so I'm kind of cheering for it. I kind of hope that he gets it done. Yeah, probably not gonna be likely though. This might be the last time we see Poirier because he said he's gonna retire. I don't know if he's capping though. He might still do some money fights. I mean, he could probably fight Max Holloway for the 3rd time, right? At 155 now. I want to see that matchup. I mean, at 155. Even though they fought at 155, but Holloway took that fight on short notice in that last one. And Mikachev said I didn't see Islam trading in the pocket with I don't see Islam trading in the pocket with Justin Poirier. He has a high fight IQ. That's why I don't mind laying juice on Islam. I know a lot of people have Islam in parlays. I just the lines got way too wide, man. Minus 600 is kind of like crazy though. It makes sense. I mean, he's one of the best. Like, he's the pound for pound fighter right now, so it makes sense for it to be minus. Should be at least minus 400 though, like minus 450. But it's like minus 650. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, I guess people are still gonna take it. Bro, I don't know. You said Colton from Belarus was beat up by a foreign for Dagestanis in. But what the fuck are we talking about right now? Nasser deal of promotion during press conference. Mud Pie, bro, is that okay? We got Mud Pie in the house. Said the betting odds suggest 20% Dustin wins. Yeah, it's even wider than that now. It's like they're giving him like a barely like a 15% chance now. Ty said I see less excuses for Benosante losing to Gillespie than Poirier. He did have staff infection in that one, but he wasn't really able to get a submission. If Makachev gets him down, he's gonna get a submission though. So that's the difference in this fight. Ty said Poirier didn't really do anything impressive. He just flatlined an impressive hype train prospect. He just still got power though, so he can. I mean, he's got knockout wins over like Justin Gaethje. I mean, these other guys. So he's still like, he carries that power late. Sub Chandler. I mean, submission over Chandler doesn't really like it's whatever. But still finishing Chandler is impressive though. Yeah, I'm picking Islam though, but come on, like he's gonna win more than likely. That's a Max Holloway versus Justin Poirier 3 would be great fight. Yeah, exactly. With Max Holloway putting the weight on properly now, like he looked really good over Gaethje, and he just got out. He just knocked out Gaethje right in a crazy fucking fashion. And Gaethje was coming off that win over Poirier with the head kick KO. So like that fight makes sense. If Poirier like loses, which I think he might lose this week, I think Poirier. I don't know if he wants. He might just retire after this fight because it's really he wants to get the title right. That's the only thing that's still keeping him like fighting. He might just retire. He might be like, "Fuck it, I'm done, man. I'm just gonna." He said he wants to go take care of his kids. He wants to like hang out with his wife now forever. Like he's at 30 fights in the UFC, man. That's a lot of fucking fights. That's a lot of mileage on Poirier. 30 fights in the UFC. Like this guy's a Hall of Famer for sure. 30 fights. I mean, that's a lot of fights, man. He fought it. Like we seen Poirier from a long time, bro. Like it's crazy. Like I'm really cheering for Poirier. Like I really hope he wins, but it's a tough matchup though. At least he's getting his third opportunity. He's probably never gonna get a fourth opportunity. You never see guys get a fourth opportunity unless like he goes on a crazy run. If he like, yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. Makachev probably gonna beat him. Then he's probably gonna fight Armin Sarukian next. Um, he said, did Kevin a random man jump the highest? Bro, what are we talking about right now? I don't really follow anything else. McGee Dustin has a bad habit of giving up his back. Yeah, he just taking defense is horrible, man. Even Oliveira was taking him down, which is not really the best about getting taken by Oliveira. Oliveira's like got good BJJ, but not really the best wrestling out there. Like these takedown defense has just always been pretty terrible. He might pull a gilly. He might go for a gilly in this one. What's the some? You can probably give bad gilly right for Poirier because you know he's gonna go for it. He's never had a submission win by a gilly ever. You know he's gonna go for it though. Poirier by submission plus 2200. You can probably bet the gilly by like plus like 10,000 or some shit. It's gonna be like should be at least like plus 5,000 for Poirier to win by gilly. You can't find those odds on DraftKings, but you can probably find those odds on like Betway and these other books out there, like offshore books. I'm sure there's books out there that offer props like that. Center shot Evans took down Phil Davis when Phil tried to throw a kick. I wish Alex Pereira would face someone like that in UFC. He's gonna be fighting Ankalaev soon, so I think he's gonna be facing someone like that in Ankalaev. Ankalaev can like go for takedowns. He's got a lot of tools on everywhere. I think I said they could do Benio versus Benio Anthony. They might end up doing that. And Benio Darius, man, I mean like if this chin holds up, I mean he's actually got a decent chance of beating Benio Anthony because he can grapple. I think people are gonna forget that Benio Anthony can grapple. Not Benio Anthony. I mean Darius can grapple offensively. Like he's actually got. He was a no-gi world champion, I think. So he can eventually grapple. He can like fend out the takedowns of Benoit Anthony, but Veneer Darius' chin is just absolute glass. Like his chin is some of the worst chin I've seen at 155. I mean, they might make that matchup. I could see them making that matchup. That could be like a matchup right now, guys. We've been here 2 hours, man. I appreciate you guys watching. Is anyone live right now? There's gotta be someone live right now, right? In MMA space. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us and watching those videos. We got these guys live right now. Running Mount MMA. They're playing there right now. You guys want to go hang out over there? They're chill. They're chill. They know what they're talking about. You guys good plays and stuff. But I appreciate you guys watching, man. If you get, let's parlay for this card. Like, if you guys want a plus money parlay, I actually like Lima. I think Lima's gonna win. Um, I think Hafiz is gonna win. I like the over 1.5 in this one. I mean, you can't really bet the over right. Take the over 1.5 in this one. I don't really like the over 2.5. I think that's kind of wide. Um, I think let's see. So this is I actually like this parlay a lot. Half is early peeling parlay. You can just make some quick money and just chill out for a bit. That's what I normally like doing. I like just making these early peeling parlay sometimes. Unless like I like the over 1.5 in this one. You can parlay the over 1.5 in this one. Plus 155. That's a solid parlay. I feel like. I actually think that's solid. If you want to play if you want to juice it up even more, I mean, you can take these other fights. I mean, Kevin Holland in there, bro. But fuck, I guess you can take under 4.5 rounds in this one. Plus 226. That's actually solid. I think that's solid. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. I think that's a solid parlay right there. I don't know. I don't know. I only play like 2-leg parlays. I don't normally play 4-leg parlays, but I think that's solid. That's good plus money. You guys, I'll see you guys in the next one, man. And Running Mount MMA is live right now. They're not live right now. They're playing a premiere right now. I don't think anyone else is live right now in the MMA space. But yeah, those were my picks, guys. We did the breakdown. I mean, it was a fun breakdown. And yeah, there it is. Go check them out, man. They got some good content out there. Lane said, thanks for the content and commentary pick. I'm pretty sure tuning in as always, Lane. Let's go. Anakin said, not Gegard is a free agent. I don't really see him. I don't really see UFC picking him up. I don't know. He's lost a couple. It's not like he's on like a win streak, right? In Bellator, like he had a couple of losses. I mean, he got laid off for a couple of losses in Bellator or PFO, whatever. It's not like he was on a win streak and he just left PF for Bellator, yeah. The troll said Jolton literally said he tried to break Drika's hand using his hand in that fight, and the referee thought he was KO'd. I'm serious, he literally said that. Bro, Strickland's got some CT, so like you can't take what Strickland is saying out there too seriously, I feel like. And Todd said Costa versus Strickland is tricky, can't parlay on that. I just think it goes over. I just see it going at least over 1.5. I don't really see like early KO from anyone in that one. I think they're both pretty durable. That it goes a little bit later. It's 5-round fight. I think they're both gonna pace themselves pretty well. But you can do. I mean, if you want to do like another parlay, like a safe parlay, I could probably do. You can probably do Makachev. I mean, Makachev, ITD, Makachev, ITD, and Hafiz. Damn, it's not even plus money, and that's plus minus 118. Not even plus money. Or you can also take I guess you can also take one more leg in there. Over 2.5 rounds in this one, plus 132. That's probably the safest parlay you can make on this card. Makachev to win ITD. Basil Hafiz money line over 2.5 rounds in the women's MMA fight. Plus 132. Not bad. I don't think that's terrible. Parlays that I'm gonna do is Lima and Hafiz, and then I'm gonna do over 1.5 in this one and over 1.5 in that in the other fight, in that Roll fight and Matthews fight, because I think both of those fight go over. I like the Makachev by ITD, and you can parlay that with the Hafiz and over 2.5 in the women's MMA. I think that's gonna cash. I think both of those parlays will cash. But guys, I'm out of here, man. We've been here 2 hours. Appreciate you guys tuning in as always. I'm not sure if I'll be live tomorrow. I'll probably be live like the next upcoming days. I'll probably be live for the press conference. So press conference is gonna be fun. I'm excited for that one. And Todd said it would be funny if Joelton Almeida can ragdoll Romanov at least for a round. He's gonna make him look like easy work out there. I feel like Romanov was like he's gonna have first round finishing ability. Maybe like if he gets on top of Almeida, but I don't really see that happening. I mean, Almeida was actually ragdolling Chris Curtis, not Chris Curtis. I mean Chris Place. This is because it's called him Chris Curtis. He was like he took him down like 11 times, like 8 times. I feel like yeah, in the first round. So if you can take down Curtis Blades, I mean, he's actually got way better wrestling than Romanov. I think he can take down Romanov and probably finish him by submission. Guys, I'm out of here finally now. I hope you guys have a good night, man. Hope you guys have a good week. Best of luck on all your bets this week. And I'll be live. I mean, I'll be live again. I'll be live throughout the week. So I'll see you guys the next one, man. Take it easy, guys. Later. I'm out of here.